Yep.
Let me see. I will let them know. I will let them know. There we go. They'll figure it out. I'm like, oh man, this is still exciting. Yes. My hands are still cold from being outside just for a few minutes. Whew.
Yeah.
Moo. Cows everywhere. Alright. Get rid of my shoes here. Sit more comfortably. And breathe. If I don't fall out of my chair. Here we go. Been wondering about those light up dice still. So sit here and look through their Discord every once in a while, and it's like, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
The glow in the dark stuff.
Well, it's not glow in the dark. It's that Bluetooth dice and stuff that they have. And I sat there and looked again. I was like, it's a neat little thing, but.
Joseph, Dad's streaming.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Streaming live. Gotta love it when the family jumps in. Let me see.
Oh yeah, that's fine. We're getting ready. It's
at least the startup. Let's see. Ask questions here. Here we go. Oh wow. Stretch goal unlocked. Oh, I see. They have certain things. Oh, yeah. Color kits. Cute. Just released on the 8th.
I gotta mute this so I can.
30.
There we go. Jump in chat.
What's chat? I'm not even looking at chat right now. I'm looking at.
Well, I'm pulling everything up, so it's moderator view and put the game in Dungeons and Dragons, so that way it will actually show up in the game there. So.
Yeah, I should be out of that screen. Correct. Thank you for reminding me. Here we go. Let me.
Well, no, I'm saying like in the Twitch title, like put it so it reads for the game Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. So it will actually be put into that channel.
Oh, is it not set on it again?
It doesn't look that way, at least in the mod view.
Okay,
I could be wrong, but it doesn't just looks that way.
It might not be then, because I've had that a few times where I've typed it in. Let me go in and manually.
It's a setting in OBS that you do when.
Well, I thought I set it, and sometimes it doesn't set it properly for me.
Yeah,
and I'm like, settings.
Yeah, it's a specific selection.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out, because I would not have seen it unless I actually bring up the page. You know what? I might just have to try and restart it if it's not going to let me find what I'm looking for. This is the fun part. I got to remember where am I. Oh, it says it right there in front of me.
We won't talk about that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If it was a snake, it would have bit you.
Yeah, actually it would have. Alright, tags. Okay, what did you say I needed to change here? Is it the tag?
Put the game in Dungeons and Dragons. Like in the actual game channel for Twitch. So it's like when you select Destiny 2 in your games, there should be an option there to select Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. It's because I abbreviated it. It changed the title of it.
Yep, it's very specific.
I'll just leave it as Dungeons and Dragons. There we go. and it changes the category, and I even changed just a little bit, and I put it as episode 2. That looks cute, but I'm not doing the overlay because that won't work too well for this because it's not designed for it.
That's fine.
Wait a minute. Is that a Kit Kat?
That's a Kit Kat in chat.
I have the Twitch channel screen open. That's why I'm looking in the opposite side of the screen. Now I can look on the right side. There's a Kit Kat in my stream channel. Oh, Dave, we're gonna have to ban this one, I think. No, just time her out. She's getting way too rowdy. How's the Kit Kat doing?
It looks like I'm getting evil eyes. Is that what I'm getting?
I don't know. How did it... Oh, you just put it... Little 271... Excite. That's Excite? Oh, it's a face. Oh, God. I'm sorry. My eyes are kind of... Yeah, my eyes are kind of bad, so when I try and look at... Hello, thank you for the follow. I wonder who that could be. But that's alright. I turned down the volume for that, so when we're talking, it'll still go off, but it's really quiet now. So I hope it's quiet. Because I thought, I'll just leave a little sound. Nothing that's going to override anything. I'm just trying it out. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to work, too, so I can mute it if I need to. I don't... You're more welcome to vibe with us. We're going to start here in just a little bit. We're just warming up, chilling. Once we start, we usually don't respond to chat during the time because most of the time we're just focusing on what we're trying to do. And then when we take a break, respond to questions. So if you got any questions for us while we're doing this or things you might point out, not for me. I don't need it. I'm just a player.
No, please ask all the questions to him.
It's pretty much... Oh, yeah. Thanks, Dave. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's technically still... This would be my second time playing. Because first one was the first round, which is still on the channel. I'll have a YouTube channel for all of our stuff when we do it. Dave's DMing it. He's great at this because he's making it... It's really excited. It's a very specific one, Kit Kat.
Kit Kat, this is a version of 5e that is converted into a Destiny theme, like Destiny 2.
Yeah, the game, Destiny 2. Which,
yeah, but it's pretty much 5e.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And if you're actually curious about any of the books or anything for that, it is dndproject.com. They actually have a book over there. They've got a number of books for the Architect Guide, Player's Guide, and Bestiary. So if you're curious and want to look any of this stuff up, he's going to show you right now on stream right now.
There's what it looks like. Here's the link for it. You can sit there and see it. And you can download all the files. There is no books to buy. I already checked. But you can download all the files, PDF, or whatever format. I think you can do it into Word text file or whatever. I've had to kind of do it. But you can input, like what Dave set up here for all of us through Roll20. There are character sheets that are set up and designed for it, which is really cool. But they are PDF. You can input the data in there. And I think you can do the same thing through the Word file because I've been trying to mess with it a little bit to input, but we're using Roll20. Dave's got it beautifully set up because I don't know what I'm doing still. So, but go to their website and check them out. Give them some love too if they have anything in there. I think you can support them. Yeah,
we're not affiliated or sponsored. They don't make money off of this. Just go show them some love because they basically created the game that we are going to be playing here, and they're the groundwork for a lot of what we're going to be doing here.
Yeah, it's really cool because I've wanted to play D&D for a long time, but personal reasons, I didn't do it when I was way younger. And Dave came up with this one, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do it because I do like playing Destiny. It is a fun game. I'd never played the first one, but Destiny 2, when I started playing, it's been fun. And I love the story and the background to it. So this gives the D&D aspect plus to a game I like playing. And Dave brought that to it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll play. So
And how could you not want a sci-fi adventure?
Yeah, and we will eventually be getting maybe a couple other people involved. We're just progressing through slowly with it. Well, we're just progressing. There we go. Yeah, I'm still cold from being outside.
We're growing it naturally. We do have more players that will be coming in later on down the line, but we're going to be introducing them in a natural way, so they don't just kind of magically appear in the campaign and go, just. We want them to kind of come in naturally, so we're building this. It's a bit like a TV show, and we're naturally progressing, and we're gonna be introducing characters in a way that feels natural as well.
Yeah, which is really cool. You mean I can't be a mage or a wizard and go poof? I'm here? No.
I mean, you could, but we're not gonna have a whole lot of reason to why that's happening. It's gonna be awkward and.
Let me roll a d20 to find out if I make it. In the wall. Never mind. It wasn't a great roll.
This is going to be too much dice for me to roll.
If I hear you pour dice out, I'm done, right?
I mean...
Yeah, there's the sound that I don't want to hear.
The sound of doom.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But see, you don't understand though. I shouldn't need to go to the bag because I already got them right here on my tray.
Yeah.
But if I have to go to the bag, oh boy, we're in trouble.
That's what's lovely about the setup here. We can sit here and show the messages and stuff and do the rolls here. It makes it convenient, but sometimes we don't have all those, and it's just much more entertaining to hear that terrifying sound of the roll. And you don't know what's going to happen. And it's scary. But it's so much fun. Sorry, I'll calm down. I'm like big kid right now. I'm like, yeah. Don't make me get my dice out. Where are my dice? I got this cool thing my wife got me. It's got a dragon on the front of it.
Oh, yeah. It's a dice tower?
No, I wish. I was looking at one. But no, she got me... it's like a dice tray. I forgot what that thing's called. But it's got the center where you can roll dice, but it's got a ring around it on just on the outside of that holds all your dice that you want to use. And then you can take the lid and use it as a spot to roll your dice so they don't roll off a table or roll out anywhere. Also, it saves your dice from getting worn down over time because, hey, they do. I mean, I could get out my D20 that's a metal one. That thing's heavy.
Oh, yes, I bet.
That's
one thing that I kind of want to get for myself is I'd like to get like a metal D20, like a nice one, but
okay, no,
I'm just not willing to spend the money on it just yet.
Okay, what kind are you looking for, Dave?
Black metal with red accent.
I gotta see if they have it over the hill then. They have one over there like that. It's really cool.
I'm sure they do. Like I'm not looking for like anything like overly crazy, but
I'm gonna find you something now. Kit Kat, we're gonna try and what is it, Dave? We're still doing Saturday for now.
Yeah, we're going to be doing Saturday next week, but then the following week we're going to be switching over to Sundays. We haven't worked out exactly what time just yet, but we're planning on doing this weekly.
Oh, and I will change the schedule on my Twitch channel. I don't know if it shows up there properly to reflect all this. I gotta try and fix
next week when we do this again, we'll have a time figured out by then. But for now, it's just going to be Saturday here for next week.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to do it Saturday still. I start at 4. Dave's time is 6 because you're Midwest, right?
I'm in the Midwest.
That's right.
So this would be like we're in 7:30 Eastern time right now.
Yeah. So and then we're going to try that.
Overwatch?
Did I forget to change something again? Yeah,
I think you did. Did you
I,
forget?
I. It's been a while since I've actually played with my Twitch channel a lot, so
That's fine.
it's.
Fix it.
I'm going to try to fix it. Where does it say it at? Oh my god, how did I do this? It's been a long time since I've changed so much. Let's see. Where does it say it at? Oh, I can't see it on mine. I love my channel.
Hang on, let me actually pull up your, because I'm in the mod view. I have to go back
Oversaw.
to there.
Yeah, Kit Kat. Remember? That's because of a friend of ours that we used to play with a lot. Dashboard. Okay, I'm under the dashboard again. Creator. Or where is it showing? It's not showing me the. I love it when it does this to me because I'm.
Right.
Yes, I do still play Overwatch, but I haven't played in quite a long time. Oversalt was from when we played with Micro and a few others. And
That was sadly 2 years ago.
oh god, has it been that long, Dave?
I uninstalled Overwatch a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't technically have it installed, so
Yeah.
eh.
I've just felt no desire to go back. Like I had my share of Overwatch, but yeah.
Why is it not letting me? Whoa, what
Go
did
to
I
your
just?
channel, hit.
Okay, I'm getting there. Thank you.
I gotta go
Okay,
back.
and then. Okay, I feel stupid now.
Oh, I see. Like you just got as part of like the stuff that you have in here. I mean,
Oh yeah, I have. You know what? No, I'm gonna leave it there.
yeah, that's fine. You
That's a
don't.
memory thing for me more than anything. Yes, I do still play Space Engineers 2. Pavlov, I haven't played in a while. I go in there and just play with randos at my own. And then Astroneer, yes, I do play, but I haven't streamed any of those. Space Engineers, I've got a whole separate thing that will be coming out. That'll be a whole other thing I'm doing. I'm trying to figure it out. Arc, I may stream again too, but that's a very big game. And I only have so much space.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's a very big game. It's one that, yeah, Oversalt was, because pretty much you get salty from playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, oh, speaking of streaming, wait, is he actually, wait, do I still have him as, is Micro actually streaming?
He might be.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. The things you see. Let me see. I will go back to whatever thing here. Yeah, I have clips on there from when we played with another friend of ours, Joker. Yeah,
Yeah.
Arc is, depending on what you're playing, is to me, or what map you're playing, can be very difficult. Because I had to have a friend of ours a long time ago teach me to play it, even though I tried to look up how to play it and what to do, I was still very confused. Because it didn't explain certain things in a lot of the videos at the time, and I was just lost. And then when I finally did start playing, I tried some of the other maps out, and I kept dying a lot. Except for, what's the one? Oh, God, I can't think of the map name. Ragnarok, maybe? It's more of a... Scorched Earth, I played a little bit of it. And then I think that's about the time I had to stop. Because the game was getting too big and I needed the space for other stuff. That's another reason why I haven't played in a long time. And currently I am part of another Discord now that is strictly for Ark, and that's all it's for, which I don't mind. It's a good game. Dinosaurs. You can't complain.
We gotta get going into this.
Okay. All right. The DM speaks. I shall listen.
Yeah, we gotta get going.
I'm turning the floor over to you, DM.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I know. It's just like we're kind of on a time schedule here, so we gotta go.
And you're okay.
Yep.
My bad.
Feel free.
No.
Hang out. Yeah. No, hang out. We'll be chatting again here when we take a break.
Yeah, I will pay attention to it, but I'm not going to be able to answer because I'm just making sure the stream is running. But I'm going to turn it over to Dave to start things off. It's all yours.
And just to kind of get some cleanup stuff out of the way, we did have a discussion about Matrix was supposed to have a melee ability in his first combat, which we didn't actually have. I've already discussed this here, so he understands that what he has and some of the abilities that kind of go with it, with his throwing knife. So you guys will kind of learn about it too, but we've had the discussion off stream just so he understands how it's going to work in combat. So we're tightening it up a little bit. There's still going to be some kinks we're working out, but we're both learning as we go.
Yeah. I got a knife. Sorry. I'll stop.
A knife. No.
I will have to drop my character voice again. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. When last we left Uros Shale and his ghost diving bell, Uros has been resurrected for the very first time and is now arisen. His resurrector introduces himself as Diving Bell, or DB as his friends would call him. The pair made their introductions, DB making note of a broken hand can that was buried with Uros. Upon looking at the hand can was heavily damaged, but still it had some sort of value for Uros, so he held on to it. After a brief discussion, Uros was caught up on the state of the world, what's happening with the Traveler, and the enemies that surrounded the system. After this discussion, DB laid out the plans for them to get to the last city. The first thing that they're going to need is they need to get a Sparrow, so they'd be able to travel long distances across North America. Next on the list will be to travel to Old Chicago, where there's a spaceport that they can acquire a spaceship capable of getting them to the last city, which just so happens to be on the other side of the world. After settling camp, Uros was ambushed by a human male named Jin, who was patrolling the area and followed Uros as he had left the cave. After discussion, Jin learned that Uros was a new light, as arisen, and learning that his need to get to the last city, he decided to direct him to the village of Stonehorn. After a brief encounter with the Fallen and fixing Jin's wound to his shoulder, the pair parted ways and Jin returned to the forest. But before parting ways, he imparted a small warning to the pair that some people in the village are not kind to the Risen. Now Uros and DB make their way to Stonehorn on the next step on their adventures. So as you're going to be walking up, the sun is still setting. It's still kind of the red hue in the sky. You're seeing the smokestacks as you're kind of coming up along the tree line there. And just past that, you see just going straight up. Like, it's just right along a sheer cliff. You see the glowing lights of fire and looks like street lights almost. It's just kind of surround this area. It's a very makeshift camp. You see that there's a gate surrounding the number of buildings that are kind of there. And as you're approaching, you see this gate is pretty much closed, and then there's a guy sitting on top of the gate. And he's just kind of sitting up there. Do you do anything?
Let me think. I want to do Can I do a bit of a perception check on him and the area just around him in that?
Are you looking like kind of at the guard or the gate specifically?
Kind of.
Well, I guess what are you looking for exactly?
I just kind of, I shouldn't say, well, I guess not perception, but yeah, I guess perception to see his more of his demeanor. What is he possibly, I guess, more like? I don't know what exactly I'm asking. Trying to ask it.
So you're just looking to see if he's kind of hostile from where he's sitting on his perch?
Yes. Is he more...
like, are you looking like, is he kind of like pointing his rifle at you? Or like, is he looking aggressive?
Yes,
or
that's kind of what I'm looking for. Is
okay, I get you. So go ahead and roll that perception check for me.
Okay, perception. Where is perception? There is perception, and I love this part. Click.
18.
Is that good?
He's standing there looking out. He's not in an aggressive position. He's just kind of like standing a little bit at the ready, and he clearly does see you standing down there. He calls out to you, "Hello?
Hello. I'm here to look for some help."
Can you come a little closer?"
Yes, absolutely. I approach very carefully, not threatening manner, keeping everything, very neutral.
So you kind of step out into the light. Are you like holding up your hands at all, or how are you positioned? Like,
I'm just
standing?
Keeping my hands away from my weapons and such, so when I'm stepping out, that I am not a threat. I don't look like a threat to him. I'm not trying to be...
just kind of like out, like maybe like just kind of straight out to your sides.
Yeah,
kind of?
Nothing threatening. Yeah, I'm keeping my hands away from the weapons because I don't want to appear threatening to him, because I don't want to.
Okay. The guard kind of turns a light over towards you so he can get a better look at you, and he's kind of shining the light a little bit in your face.
Ugh. Little bright.
Oh, you're one of the blue guys.
Yes.
Hey, Jack! Hey, Jack! You want to see this?
I take it you've seen others like me.
Oh, yeah, we've seen you before. He'll tell you all about it. And the gates start to open up a little bit. They just open up just enough for one person to go through.
Okay.
Do you step in?
Yes, carefully.
All right, so you walk in, and you see the inside of the village. It's basically kind of like buildings like kind of surrounding in a circle. But in the far back of the circle, you see that there's a cave opening along the back wall. There's a big fire kind of roaring in the middle, and you see there's some people kind of standing around on the outside of the buildings circling the area. And then you see a tall man with a cowboy hat start to approach you.
Hello.
Well, hello there. And this man, he's standing tall. He's about 6'2". He's got sandy blonde hair, kind of a mustache, kind of a dark cowboy hat. He's kind of looking exactly like your typical kind of a cowboy sheriff. He's got that kind of a motif to him, but you notice that his hand cannon on him is quite pristine. Well, hello there.
Hello, my name is Joris Shale. Who might you be, sir?
Name's Jack Myers. I'm the leader here at this camp.
Oh, nice to meet you.
You blue fellas have been around here so often. What's going on?
I came from out there. And
out there?
Yes, in the wilderness area, and I proceeded down. I am looking to get to the city, the lost city.
Looking to get to the last city?
Yes.
He kind of tilts his head looking at you like, why you want to go there?
I need to get there per certain things have required me to go there.
Did you get separated from your folks?
Not really.
Make a deception check.
I gotta find...
Because you are lying.
Actually, yeah, I'm trying to omit certain things without making it. Let's see what happens. Did I click it?
21.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is fun.
Well, come to think of it, it's been at least a few weeks since we last seen a group of you guys come through here. Anyway,
Oh,
we'll help you get to where you need to go, but how are you going to get to the last city? It's on the other side of the world. You got a ship?
no, I am looking to get a ship or have at least some kind of help to get onto a ship to get there, if possible.
Jack just stands beside you, kind of puts his arm around you, and he's kind of like leading you further into the camp. He's like, "Come on, let's go have a talk here. Let's get out of the
Yes,
crowd here."
that would be
And
nice.
he's kind of like waving people, like he's kind of waving some people off to the side, and you see that they were kind of suspicious, and they kind of had their hands on their sides, but they lower them and they walk away. They kind of go about their business.
Okay.
And Jack goes, he sees the guy's arm around you, and he goes, it's probably been about 3 weeks since last group I saw you guys, but they were all females.
Really?
Why are you by yourself?
Well, Jack, I'm going to be honest with you. I was in a cave and I don't really know who I am other than what I know now. And now I am here being guided.
You got that amnesia thing, right? You get someone knock you in the head, you go blank eye, forget who you are.
Yes, kind of. Sort of.
He's just kind of like, man, I've heard it before.
I just know I need to find something called maybe like a sparrow to get to a place that has a ship.
As you're talking, he kind of leads you into like what looks to be kind of like his office, and it's what you would think of when you think of a sheriff's office. He's got a desk kind of sitting in the middle there, a nice wooden chair kind of sitting behind it. He's got what looks like to be a massive deer antler collection going across his wall here, but there's some antlers in here that you don't recognize.
Oh.
Some of them appear to be, clearly deer, but then there's some in here that just don't seem normal. And he sits down on the other side of his desk and he kind of puts his feet up. He goes, well, the sparrow we might be able to help you out with. You'll have to talk to our mechanic down there, Mr. Allen. He's going to have you covered for that, but parts are kind of low these days, so you'll have to figure that out with him.
Well, if there's any way I could help, I would be much appreciated in using the ride. But is there any way I could help out around here to maybe gather some supplies for payment?
Well, like I said, check with Mr. Allen. He would have more information about that kind of stuff. I just kind of take care of security, make sure everyone stays civil around these parts.
Well, with that fine hand cannon you have there, I think they're in good hands here.
No, I've had to put down my fair share of bandits in my time.
That's not good for all of the people here then. But I can understand what you need to do. You gotta do to protect them all.
There's not many people left around these parts, and we gotta try and stay together best we can. This little village here we've managed to put together is really something special. I like to keep it that way.
Well, I will be as respectful in any way to all the people here. I'm just looking for a little help, but I am not going to just take. I am willing to give back to help out.
And he just kind of smiles, and he pulls out a bottle of whiskey, and he kind of sets on the table. He pulls out 2 glasses and sets them down. He starts to pour out the glass and pour 2 small glasses, and he just kind of slides one over to you. He says, "Your people have been good to me. I have no problem helping you out and getting you on your way." And he sits back and he takes a swig.
I pick up the glass and just swig it back, just slam it back.
You're slamming it back?
Well, I drink it down fast.
Okay. I want you to make a Constitution check
Where
for
is
me.
it? See, I'm still learning how to do... Oh, here we go. Yep, that is it. I can't read it.
7.
It's gonna burn.
You catch a good buzz from that. You're feeling a little after that.
Oh, that is very good.
We distill our own around here.
Oh,
Quite nice.
I can tell it's very strong.
This is my finest stuff right here, aged 5 years.
Well, thank you for the drink, sir.
Well, like I say, your people have been good to me. I'll definitely be sure to help you out.
Alright, so the mechanic, what is their name again?
His name is Mr. Allen.
Mr. Allen. Alright, I guess I could go over... Would it be good to go over and talk to him now?
Yeah, he kind of looks over the clock and sees it's about 8:30-ish. He goes, well, he's going to be closed up shop for now, so why don't you just get yourself a room at the inn here, or the tavern, rather.
Okay, which direction do I go for that? It's not a big town, but which place is it?
It's the big building right next door over here. You can't miss it.
Okay. Alright, well, thank you for the drink again, sir, and I think I will try to go next door and see if I could maybe get something to eat and a room.
Very good. Well, I'll see you in the morning then.
Alright, thank you again. And I get
You're
up
welcome.
and let myself out. Head next door. Carefully. Because I don't want to startle people.
DB kind of says into your headset, you're handling this really well. I'm really enjoying this.
Good, but stay out of sight still. I don't want to startle everyone.
Oh, trust me. I'm in your backpack. No one can see me in here.
Yes, let's just keep it that way. For right now. Let's head over to this tavern place and see if we can get something to eat and maybe a room.
Good idea. Let's do it. So as you kind of walk into the tavern, you'll see that this is actually kind of a modern looking bar. The tables on there are kind of a bit of a plastic and metal kind of a combination. They're accented almost with like a green and glass kind of a look to it. It's actually quite interesting. Behind the bar is a nice marble countertop on there. It's quite ornate for something of the size, but it's probably the ornate thing in here because the bar behind it is just wooden shelves, and the wooden shelves house a number of bottles on there that are completely unmarked. You have no idea what is in them. And behind the bar, you see a kind of a tall woman with kind of silverish blonde hair. She's quite tall. She's got kind of a bit of a muscular build to her. And her hair's kind of like tied back into a knot, and she is serving drinks at the bar. And to the left of her, there is a TV screen that is actually showing a bit of a video that's just kind of being played in the background. What you're seeing in the video is the first Crucible matches. They're being broadcast out from the city. So right now, I don't have the ambience for this, unfortunately, but what you're hearing is you're hearing the normal noises that you hear in a bar. Everyone's kind of talking. There's loud shouting. There's a lot of conversation going around.
Okay. And all the people are in there. Is there a spot at the bar I could come up and sit down at?
There's a seat on the corner end of the bar.
I'd like to come over and sit down on that.
All right, so you come sit down, and then you see this silver-haired woman kind of walk up to you and go, "Oh, wow, it's you blue guys again."
Yes, I seem to be hearing about blue guys a lot. Uh, I was told by the Mr. Jack next door, the sheriff, I'm assuming, that you may have a room, but I was also looking maybe for something to eat and drink.
Well, Jack would be tickled to hear you call him the sheriff, because that's kind of what he wants to be. But I mean, he's more of a mayor, really. But
Well, he's
yes,
like, you know,
we can certainly take care of you, honey. No worry. And she kind of points up. I've got a couple of rooms upstairs. They're just single beds. At least they'll get you through the night.
I just would like one, please, if possible. Is there something I could get to maybe eat a little bit and drink?
Absolutely. And she kind of walks to the back on there, and you see her grab a big metal bowl and scoop a ladle from out of a hot pan. And she pours out to you a nice beef stew.
Oh,
And she kind of slides it over to you and hands it over to you. And you immediately can smell the seasoning in this broth, and it just smells amazing. You see little chunks of venison meat in there mixed in with vegetables like carrots and celery.
oh, okay. Now you're actually making me really hungry. All right. Uh, oh, that smells so good right now. Oh, I can't wait to have some of this right now.
Meat was cooked from Jack's deer himself. He's a great hunter, in case you didn't know.
Well, I appreciate this very much. You cannot understand how much this is going to fill me up right now. So I have the bowl in front of me right now, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna take a bite of it, and the way he described
The
it, I'm
taste
gonna
of it
enjoy
is divine. You taste the sweet taste of the meat. The broth has that kind of nice aroma to it. Like you can just smell it as you go in for a bite, and it is probably the most delicious stew you've ever tasted.
I savor the bite in my mouth and enjoy the taste and the flavors that are coming in as I enjoy every bite after that. Just enjoying it.
She just smiles and just kind of nods and just goes, "You look like you're enjoying that, honey, so I'll leave you to." And she just kind of pats the counter and walks back and starts dealing with some of the other customers nearby.
Oh, then I'm going to enjoy the stew for a moment, finish it off. Do I have anything to drink?
She can get you an ale.
After the
Or
whiskey.
would you prefer water?
Why don't we stick with water after the whiskey moment? I don't need to be knocked over. So I wave her down a bit and ask her for some water.
So she comes back over with a tall kind of, it's in a beer mug, but it's a tall glass of water, and she just kind of like she sets it down in front of you and just kind of sets her elbow down in front and just goes, "What brings a person like you around here?"
I was out in the wilderness, and I need to get to the last city, and I was told by somebody to come here and they might be able to help. And so far, everybody's been so friendly. I figured I would ask, and I'm hoping maybe that I might be able to get some help to get to the last city.
You said you were in the wilderness. Were you with a group?
No, I can't really remember. I remember being in a cave, coming out, and everything before that I do not know. By the way, my name is Yoroshel. Nice to meet you. Your name?
My name's Mel. I'm the bar mom around here.
Oh.
And she reaches out and shakes your hand. And you immediately notice she has a very strong grip.
Oh, you are very strong. You must do a lot of work.
I have to be to deal with the people around here, honey.
I could understand sometimes. sometimes they get a little rowdy when they're bored, right?
Oh, more than a little rowdy. Sometimes you gotta knock some sense into them.
I could understand that, I think. Since I don't know. But, yes, I'm looking to maybe see if I can see about getting a sparrow or something to get to a ship so I can get to the last city. But, I have to wait until morning to talk to your local mechanic about maybe getting some help with that.
Yes, Mr. Allen, yes.
Yes.
He's the only one who knows how to work on those kinds of machines around here.
Hey, what time will he be open tomorrow? I forgot to ask Mr. Jack that.
He'll be up bright and early at 7 a.m. He's usually working on something in the garage.
Okay. What do I pay with for the food and everything? Because I didn't realize to ask that first. I apologize.
Well, normally we take glimmer around here.
Oh, I think I have a little bit of glimmer on me. How much do I owe you for all of this? And the room, too. I expect to pay for that.
Sure. So, out of game, funny story, I don't have a table for how much a room would be worth. So, we're going to improvise, and I'm going to say it's going to be 100 for the room, and we'll say 20 for the meal.
Okay. Great, now I have to do math in my head.
So, just subtract 120 from 1700.
Oh, yeah. Again.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
You're asking me to think. I'm not great at this stuff. So how much did you say? 120, huh?
Yep, 120.
So it leaves me 1580. Brain. There we go. So I pay her graciously for the food and the room. And where do I go to the room?
There's a stairway off to the right side of the room up there that'll just take you upstairs.
Okay. Thank you for the food and the water. I'm going to head up to the room now and try and get maybe just a little rest or at least to relax.
All right, honey. We'll see you in the morning.
Thank you again, Mel.
Thank you.
And I proceed
And
up
she
the
smiles
stairs.
and starts to head back to the crowd, and you head upstairs. You open your room. It's pretty basic. It's just a single twin bed along a wall with a small dresser next to it. It's a little bit of a nightstand, and there is a stool in the far corner of the room.
Oh. So I close the door to the room, go sit down on the bed, and DB, we're gonna have to wait until morning. Which is there anything else you can kind of fill me in on, or anything that might help?
So DB jumps out of the backpack and kind of appears in front of you. He goes, well, there's a couple things that I kind of caught there earlier. They keep mentioning that they keep seeing people like you around here, but to be honest, you're the first one I've seen with your look in a long time. And not really around here did I see people like you.
Yes, they said there were others.
I've seen people like you in the last city, that look like you with blue skin. But
the group that came through that was blue skin. They were all women. So why would they be out here if you've only really seen them in the last city?
Well, the ones I've seen in the last city were like you. They're risen.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen like anyone that was like you that was not a guardian.
Are there others out there?
I would
like
have
me?
to assume so because fellow ghosts have found you to be guardians.
Interesting. So we need we may be following the steps of these other people.
Possibly.
Would they
But if
possibly
they're a
be
few
guardians?
weeks out, we're far off from their trail, but it wouldn't hurt to maybe gather some more information about maybe what they were doing.
Yes. Okay. Maybe we can ask the people here some more about these others, if anybody knows anything about them. Because they said they were here, so why don't we go down and... Well, wait, what time is it now? Should I just rest?
It's about 9 o'clock right now, so it's probably a good idea to probably take a rest.
Let's go ahead and do that, and then maybe tomorrow we find out a little more about what's going on with those people, and maybe get a hold of this mechanic for this Sparrow, if he's got one.
I agree. We gotta take it one step at a time.
So,
And DB just kind of like floats over to the little nightstand and just kind of like sits down on it, and he goes, I need to decompartmentalize for a little bit, and just kind of his eye just kind of shuts off for a little bit.
alright, DB. I'm going to lay down myself. Make sure you're not spotted for now, okay?
And he's silent. His little light is off. He's like.
I just reach over with my hand.
So to kind of
lightly.
clarify, ghosts don't sleep, but what they do is kind of like a bit of a defragment of their hard drive.
Oh.
So what he's kind of doing is he's sort of just kind of like he's absorbed all this information, and now he's defragmenting his hard drive.
Okay. So I just lay back.
That's
and
what
let
he's
him do his...
doing in this situation right here.
Okay, so I'm just gonna lay back, let him do his thing, and I'm just gonna maybe catch some Z's while laying there. And
all right.
Try and hope it's morning. Find out what's going on.
All right. Well, as you lay down, you go to sleep. You start to drift off, and you start to begin to dream.
Ooh. Dream, huh? What is this dream?
So right now, you are standing in a room that looks like it's cut from rock. It is ornate and crystallized. The floor is almost like it's cut from a massive stone. It's like one clean cut. You're walking through this room. Clack, clack, clack. You're hearing your heels hit the ground with every step. You come to the opening in the door, and you're met with a brilliant light. Your eyes strain to see what it is at first, but then it immediately comes into focus. And you see that same phoenix in your first dream, but it's much smaller this time. It's sitting on a perch. It's no bigger than a falcon, but it's sitting there and it's looking at you. Do you approach it?
Yes, I walk up.
So as you walk up, you notice that you're feeling heat, but it's not really affecting you. Like, it's almost as if you're reaching into an oven, and you notice the heat, but there's no pain. There's no sensation of burning. But you feel warm. And as you reach up and you reach out to touch it, you feel on its feathers, it's so soft. But as you run your fingers across it, little embers kind of fly off between your fingers. And as you pull your hand back, in between your 3 fingers, you see there's 3 phoenix feathers. You pull your hand back and you look at them, and they're burning brilliant, almost as if they're flames themselves.
They're not burning.
As you're looking at them, they begin to take a form. The flame almost seems to intensify on the edges where the blade is. It almost seems to take shape. And you reach out with your hand and you throw the feathers. And the feathers, almost like projectiles, just fire out. Bang!
Whoa.
You look back to the phoenix, and it's staring at you. Do you say anything to it? Would you like to say anything to it?
Who are you? What are you?
It stares at you silently for a moment. One that is many, many that are one.
Why am I here?
It doesn't respond. It kind of just like looks around, like just like a normal, like natural animal would. It's just kind of looking at its surroundings, like not seeming to respond to your question.
What do you want with me?
Want is irrelevant.
Then what do you need with me?
Need is protection.
Protection from what?
It just kind of looks around again. Many dangers. Many more surface. Some here. Some there. But all come to the same place.
I saw you before when I came back. Did you bring me back? Or was it the ghost?
I am not the one who brought you back. I am the one who gave power to those to bring you back.
You are something I do not understand. What is my purpose then for being brought back?
Purpose is something you must discover. The universe is not inclined to make sense to you. You must figure this out yourself. the phoenix that you see, it almost starts to seem like it's the way it's responding to you and your questions. You know that this is not like a normal being. This is something of a different kind of power.
Yes, man. What are you?
It doesn't respond.
It's like, what is with the feathers that explode? I mean, literally ignited and exploded. What is the purpose of that?
This is the power I've granted to you.
Power? What power?
The power to use my feathers as a weapon of war.
War?
Yes.
So we are, well, I am at war, or we are at war? With who? Or should I ask
Same
what?
thing. It just looks around. It does not answer.
So I have this power. How do I use it?
As you're asking this question, it flies off and it flies up a stairway. And as you see this stairway, there's clearly a section in there that is broken. So if you're going to travel, if you're going to follow it up the stairs, you're going to have to do a double jump to go up the stairway.
Oh boy. Even in the game I had trouble jumping. Okay. Yes, I will
But
follow.
see, the beauty of this, because you're not in combat, I'm just going to let you do the motion anyway. Because if this was combat, I'd maybe make you roll for it, because there's obviously a chance of polarity. But either way, this is basically just going to teach you that you're going to have a double jump ability when you leave this dream.
Oh.
So
okay.
You follow it up and you perform your first double jump.
Okay,
up to the stairway.
That's impressive. I didn't know I could do that.
You start to hear in your head, there are many powers that are available to you now.
Will I know what they are? Or do I have to learn them, I'm guessing?
This is my way of teaching you here.
Then teach me, and I will learn.
So, for brevity's sake, when you grabbed those feathers and you threw that for the first time, that was you experiencing Blade Barrage.
Oh, yeah! Sorry.
Yes, so that experience right there was your very first time experiencing Blade Barrage.
Oh, yeah. Okay, gonna stay in.
The stairway up is them teaching you your double jump ability, which is going to be your mobility.
Okay, all right. Mm-hmm.
And I mean that's something also, like I said, to consider, especially when you're in combat in, say, like urban environments, when you could be jumping up to like rooftops and such. So
yeah, just
very,
like
very,
in the game.
very, very important.
Just like in the game. All right.
And as we kind of talked about with your knife ability before, you already kind of know your melee ability. So for brevity's sake, you have learned Blade Barrage, and you now have mastered your mobility.
Sweet. All right. Is there anything else I should learn from you?
In time you will. But for now, you must grow. And the phoenix
Wait, what do I call
takes
you?
off. It takes off.
Just gone.
And and as it takes off, you wake up.
That is so cool. No, I'm kidding.
But now here's where where you continue to get interesting. Now, so you wake up, you're hearing little
What is that
little
sound?
noises next to you.
DB? Is that you?
And you hear and just the little ball. He was outside working on a shell, and you startled him, and he immediately went right back into his shell.
DB, are
Oh
you
my
okay?
God! Yeah, I'm fine. You just startled me.
You startled me.
I'm sorry. I'm a little shy.
I have much to learn about you, DB. You're, well, I guess my only friend right
So
now.
one thing that I want you to, and you don't need to do a perception check to notice, he has a different shell.
Oh, DB, you look different on the outside here. What, do you change off of them?
So something amazing happened while you were sleeping last night. After I defragged my brain a little bit, I was kind of thinking about things.
Okay.
And, well, I kind of came to the conclusion that I kind of need to get stronger too. And so I built myself this shell. And he kind of spins around, kind of shows the shell. This is a more of a heavier armored shell than he had before. Like before, he had like a generalist type of a shell, just the basic shell that like you even see in my picture. This shell that he has now is probably about a third bit bigger. It's got thicker armor, and it's a bit more rounded.
Oh, you have grown, I should say.
Yes, I can't believe the inspiration I had last night. When you were sleeping and I finished defragmenting my brain, I thought, I really need to get stronger in order to be able to help you too. I can't just be doing nothing. And so I devised this. And he just kind of shows off his shell again. He goes, I'm going to be able to do a lot more now.
Well, I am glad you are armoring up a little more just in case. Right now, I don't know what I'd do without you. So far, I am still learning myself still a lot of things. And I like the shell. It's a lot better and a lot stronger.
Yeah, so just so the viewers at home kind of get a little bit of an idea, what he is now is he has an armored shell that will allow him to do melee attacks. I'll just leave it at that because we're gonna save it for when we're actually in combat because he's got a few tricks up his sleeve.
Oh. I am enjoying.
So the sun is rising and there's a little light is creeping through the crack in the window there for you.
Hey DB, what time is it? Want to see about this mechanic.
He kind of looks towards the window. It's what would be 7:30, 8.
Oh.
It's morning.
Oh, slept a little longer than I wanted to, but that's okay. Rest is good, and you got a new shell. You look good. Why don't we head downstairs, see Mel for a moment, maybe grab a little something to nibble on, and head over to see this Mr. Allen, the mechanic. But
alrighty, sounds good. And he goes right into your backpack.
I was going to say, DB, better disappear just for now. Although I like the look of that shell, but please, let's keep it low-key again. So I
agree.
head out the door and I head downstairs.
So you just see Mel is still there. She's kind of cleaning up the table there. There's pretty much no one in the bar at the moment. It's pretty much quiet. You just see her kind of quietly making breakfast, and she goes, "Oh, hello, morning."
Morning, Mel. I thank you for the room. It was very comfortable. And the food.
She just smiles like, "You're lying."
Hey, I slept. I felt good. Can I get some breakfast of some sort? Just something a little, not too much.
Oh yeah, I got you taken care of. And she kind of goes into the back out there, and then she comes out with a nice sized plate of bacon and eggs.
Oh, this smells so good. So I take a bite of the bacon and a bit of the eggs and
Yep,
enjoy
the
it.
eggs are seasoned with a little bit of salt and pepper to it, so there's some nice flavor to it. They're nice, light and fluffy eggs. They're very fresh.
Oh, I eat it all up, enjoy every bite of it. Hey Mel, I have
So
a question for you. Actually, a few, if you don't mind me asking.
she kind of like rubs her eye a little bit. She goes, "Yeah, honey, what's up?"
The others that I've heard everyone here talk about a bit, do you know what they were here for?
Hmm.
Or where they were even
Well,
going?
some of them say they were here just trying to help out people. Some of them were they were looking for others. I think they were their parties looking for some of their missing guys. I don't know. Some of them say they were here to help us, but they had to move on.
How long ago were they here?
Uh, Almost a full lunar cycle, which
Hmm.
it's gonna be about a month. It's about
Yeah,
28 days.
that makes sense. Okay. Did they say where they were going?
They just said they were heading east. No idea where. I don't even know if they knew where they were going. They were just looking for something.
And they looked like me?
Same skin color. Different hair, of course, for some of them, but
Hmm.
that skin is uncanny.
Yes, I've heard. um, I guess I will have to see if I can maybe find them at some point and
So she
see
kind
where they
of
are.
like moves a little bit closer to you and she goes, "You weren't really with them, were you?"
I don't know. I can't remember. I just know I
She's gonna
got the
make a
direction
perception
going.
check on you.
No, I really don't know.
Hmm.
It's gonna be an
Well,
insertion one.
it's a shame. I hope you can figure out what happened to you.
As do
Case of
I.
amnesia seems to hit people often.
Yes, I. Seems like I've been hearing that from even Jax, what he said. Um, I'm assuming this Mr. Allen, the mechanic, he's open, right?
Yeah, he'll probably be working on something in his garage.
Is the garage nearby here, like across the way or something?
Yeah, head back to the cave, honey. It's back there.
The cave. Oh, that's an interesting place. Okay. Good spot, I guess. All right, Mel. How
She
much?
just kind of nods and she's looking tired. Like she's been clearly up doing cleaning and stuff all night. She was looking pretty beat.
Well, Mel, I better go and see him and see what I can do for a ride, I guess is the word. How much do I owe you for your great breakfast?
Oh, the breakfast is on me, honey. You go take care of your business.
So normally, what would she have charged me for it? Just out of curiosity.
I probably would have did the same thing, probably 20 glimmer, but we're not gonna do. But you're
So,
not gonna pay for that, so it's no mind.
so she's still standing there.
Nope, she has kind of walked away and is going to finish the rest of her chores because she wants to leave and go to bed.
So I leave 20 glimmer on the plate, or like next to the plate for her anyway. Hey, I'm still got some things, so I'll lower my glimmer.
All right, so she just smiles warmly and just takes it, puts it in her pocket, and just goes back to work.
Yep, and then I say thank you again, Mel, and head out the door and head toward this cave.
So this is the unique part about what is going on with this village is this cave is actually the entrance to something. So as you walk behind the building and you start to approach the mouth of the cave, this is the entrance to what looks to be some kind of an underground facility.
Is there any kind of distinct markings, or is it just a cave, like opening?
Refresh my memory. Can you read English?
Wait, can I read English?
I don't remember if you can read English. I know you can read like Risen, like common, like City Common, but City Common is not English.
No, I can only read City Common.
Okay.
That's no English on there.
Okay, so there's some markings on here, but you can't read what they say.
Do they look bad?
Define bad, I guess. I don't know how. What do you mean? How would they look bad?
I don't know. It just.
Well, so it looks like a very clean and polished facility. Like it's the entrance to what could be like an underground kind of a military installation. So as you're approaching in, off to the left-hand side of the entrance on there, you see that it looks like kind of a vehicle bay. There's 3 large trucks on the left-hand side. They're just kind of parked at an angle. They're just kind of like sitting there on the side. And you start, as you're approaching, you're hearing kind of the sound of like sparks and like a bit of a welder in the back.
Okay.
But if you look to the right, there is another doorway and an entrance that will lead further into the installation.
Do I see anybody from in there? Like, can I visually see anybody from the entrance?
From where you are at right now, you can't see, but you do see that the light from the torch that's being used in the back. You're seeing the light emanating from that, and you clearly know someone is back there. But right now, you don't see exactly who's there.
Okay.
Do you want to walk into the vehicle bay?
Yes, I do. I was just thinking which way I wanted to go, but yeah, actually, I want to walk in and kind of head toward the person, possibly from the sounds of it, welding.
Okay. So you turn the corner and you see a taller man who's kind of a bit of a bigger build. He's got brown hair, and he's got a very kind of a disheveled look to him. He kind of a blonde beard, very kind of a shaggy kind of look to it. He's got a cigar kind of in his mouth. He's wearing welder's glasses. And he's working on a piece of metal that's being suspended on a rack. And he hasn't noticed you yet. He's just working on it, and he's just sitting there just kind of smoking his cigar.
He's currently welding right now, right?
Yes. He's welding something right now. Like, he's got his back to you, so he's not looking at the doorway. But you can clearly see that he's standing over and he's working on something. And there's a little bit of smoke coming from his left side.
So I stay at the door and I kind of yell out, "Hello!" Like enough
and
for him.
He looks up and turns off the torch, and he just kind of turns over to you and go, "Oh, hey." And he pulls his glasses off and sets the torch down, wipes his face from the dirt and soot that's on there, and just walks over and go, "Oh, You're one of the blue fellow you're the blue fellow that came in last night.
Yes, I did. I'm sorry to interrupt your welding. I was told you might have a sparrow I might be able to use, or at least something.
He just kind of smiles and just puts the cigar back. He's like, "Sprout of years, come on, man. I can build you one. What's gonna cost you?"
Okay. How much would this cost to build?
So he's kind of looking around. It's like, well, the parts I got on hand. And he's kind of looking at it. It's like, build it to you for 2,500.
Alright. And I'm assuming that is in Glimmer, correct?
That's Glimmer, yep.
Okay, I wanted to... Is there a way I could... Because I do not have that much on me. Is there a way I could get you supplies that would help cut down on the cost of it?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion. And I read that as Persian. Here we go. Ooh. Is that a good one? I hope.
22? Oh yeah, that's really good.
Yes. Okay, then it's good.
So he looks at you, just goes, well, tell you what, there's a junkyard that's about 40 miles down south of here. I'll loan you one of my sparrows. You go collect me 3 parts that I need to build this for you. I'll drop it down to 1,000.
Okay. Agreed. I think I could do that. What are these parts?
He stands up and just kind of like, puts his arm around you and kind of leads you over to a map that's on the wall over there. And he points to a map right where there's a bit of a river, kind of in a mountain region, and he goes, "This is where we're at right here, right? So where you're going is down south," and he traces his finger down the path along the mountain region, and he points to what looks like what used to be a small town. And he says, "There's a junkyard in this area here. I'll show you the parts you're going to need. You just bring them back to me here, and I'll take care of you."
Mr. Allen, is there any thing or creatures that I should be aware of when heading down there?
He smiles and takes another drag of his cigar. Goes, "Oh yeah, you've seen the fallen around here, haven't you?"
Yes, I have encountered them. Ugh.
Well, yeah, they pretty much rule this area, son.
Alright. Thank you. What are the parts that I need?
He said, one other thing. And he points to a little area that's to the southwest of that. Right over here is where they said there was a fallen encampment. So you best be careful when you go down there and not hornet's nest and bring it back here, you hear?
No, I do not wish for the people here to be impacted by any of this.
On that we agree. And he pats you on the back and he kind of walks away. He goes, "You bring me those parts and I'll take care of you."
Alright, Mr. Allen. Where is the sparrow that you said I could borrow?
Oh yeah. And he kind of walks back and he tosses you a keychain. And on the keychain is a little smiley face. It's the little yellow, little picture of a smiley face on the key. And he goes, "It's going to be that black one that's right on the end."
Alright. I will go acquire the parts that you need.
Alright, don't get yourself killed. And he walks back over and gets back to welding on his machine.
I just yell back at him, don't plan on it. And go and get on the Sparrow.
All right, so you grab the Sparrow, and so because you already have vehicle proficiency, you already know how to start it up.
Yeah.
So
Let's go.
Now, yeah. So one thing. Now for this, we're actually gonna take our break here because I need to prepare something here on the side for you.
Ooh, so we're taking a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break right here.
We're taking a breather.
If you need to go use the bathroom quick, grab a drink, go for it.
I've still got my drink here, so whoever's still in chat, Kit Kat, are you still there? I know she's got to be there somewhere. She's probably trying to type. I probably have to pull up the other window. It responds faster. Yeah, there she is. I saw the hug in there. And I know Star, she showed up too. I don't know if she's still there. She's probably busy doing her thing too. So.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry. I'm still warming up from outside, man. It's cold. Our temperature here got cold.
It got cold here today too. It was only in the 40s.
Really? Oh man. Yeah, ours dropped this weekend. It was getting warm. We were getting up close to almost 70s. And all of a sudden it just went back down this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, yesterday it was near 60s, and then today it dropped to like the 40s.
Ugh.
Yeah. But that's the typical weather we get around here when it comes to spring.
Yay.
It staggers between summer and winter. There's no in between.
We living in the close to the same spot. Ours is all climates at once.
Yeah, I mean, you have more of an ocean to deal with than I do, because being on the West Coast.
Yeah, I'm not close to it. We're still in a high desert, but for our climates up here, it's weird. Because you can drive a mile and have all 4 sunny, rainy, snow, then back to like a spring weather again within a mile.
Yep.
It's fun because you can hit ice in a quarter-mile stretch. It's like, yeah. No.
Yep. See, around here we're notorious for it could be blizzarding one day and 60 degrees and sunny the next.
It snowed here and never snows where I'm at. Well,
Global
look at
warming.
That. Yeah, see, that's what happens. See, and right now we've hardly got any snow, so if you wish to take it, send it over here. I hate shoveling it at work, but we need it for our water because as is, we barely got any snow this year, and
that's true for around here too.
We already are in a drought situation. They've already declared it like months ago because we just didn't have enough. So, yeah.
Crazy world we live in, right?
Yeah. Kind of almost want to live in a spot where it rains a lot so I can just collect rainwater. This place doesn't rain a lot. It's like, and when it does, it's like, oh yeah. It cools it down, washes away the nasty.
Oh yeah.
Fortunately, it doesn't get rid of dumb people, so.
No.
So, while we have a moment, how are you doing, Kit Kat? The Kit Kat. That's the fun part, is numbers. Kit Kat 8. Still on the 8. So there's still 1 through 7, or 0 through 7. 0. I always wanted to ask that. Would that be the Supreme Kit Kat? Or would that be... Start going into weird things and thoughts.
I don't know.
Omni Kit Kat, Optimus Kit Kat, the Prime Kit Kat. I don't know. If I get into the whole thing of it, it might get more confusing than I want to learn.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna grab. Yeah, I have my dice thing here that she got me. It's got 4 little snaps on it too, and I just You slide the top off it. Well, if I don't snap it back shut. And I think my metal dice, my D20, yep, it's in here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I'm ready to get back into it if you are.
This thing's got some weight. Yeah. Well, let's see. Hang on. I'm doing quite well. Drawing right now. Kit Kat lore has changed since then. Oh, the lore has changed. Okay. That. See, I knew I was opening a can of worms. It's more like a barrel, I bet, of worms. But
well, see, there's questions you haven't asked yet either.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm afraid
I'm waiting for you to, because you should be asking.
I don't
There's things you should be aware of that may be just kind of forced upon you if you don't fucking ask the question.
I don't know what to ask sometimes. I'm like, okay, leave me alone, man. I'm trying. I told you I'm still new at this.
It's okay. I'm just fucking with you. It's okay.
Okay, Kit Kat, you're in my subconscious. You're going to have to tell me. No.
It's going to happen whether you ask it or not, so I'll just put it that way.
Kit Kat lore. Oh, Jesus. What does monk mean anyway?
But
okay.
Anyway.
Okay, Kit Kat, we're going to get back to this, and I'm going to not ask questions that's going to drive Dave up a wall because I don't know what to ask sometimes. And there are questions that come up afterwards that I want to ask, and I keep forgetting it. Because it's already past that moment, and I'm like, never mind. Okay, let's go. Dave, It's up to you.
So,
where were we?
So for brevity's sake, you've been traveling for 40 minutes, and you have arrived into what's left of a small town. The place is pretty much flattened. Like, every building that you drive across is been demolished in some form or fashion, either by just some kind of an explosion from the inside, or it's clearly taken some kind of a shot from the outside, like some kind of a cannon fire. The place is pretty much demolished. There's nothing really that you can see. There's really nothing here. It's just all destruction. And as you're going further into the town, you look off into the right-hand side in the distance there, and you see what Mr. Allen referred to you as the Junkyard.
Okay.
So from here, I want you to make a perception check.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I make a perception or something?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Perception. Ooh.
11. Okay. Well, you don't really see anything there. You just see a massive junk pile out there.
Okay. All right. Oh, wait. I don't perceive anything out of the ordinary, such as...
With that low of a roll, I'm going to say no.
Okay. I don't want to leave the sparrow out in the open too much. Can I hide it?
Oh, DB pops up and says, I can take that sparrow for you, and
okay, that is impressive, DB. Scared the life out of me. How did you do that? But never mind, I will not ask. I remember you have this storage thing. Okay,
yep, I'm able to store your sparrow here for you. I'll take care of it.
Can DB do any kind of a scan, or is that too big of an area to, like, just not the whole thing, but, like...
DB can scan 30 feet in front of him, so you would have to enter into the junkyard in order for him to start scanning stuff.
Okay, how about we approach the junkyard?
Okay.
Carefully.
And to kind of clarify, he's not detecting any radio signals that's coming within the junkyard.
Okay.
So as you go into the junkyard, it's pretty much what you would expect to see from kind of a junkyard out of 20th century. You see old cars that are just crunched in. There's a bunch of metallic parts just lying about on there. So the further you go in.
So, oh shoot, I should have asked that. Does DB know what the parts look like?
Yeah,
as
DB. For brevity's sake, you were shown what the parts that you need are going to look like, so you and DB know what you're looking for.
Okay. I wanted to make sure of that. All right.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, for brevity's sake, you were shown that when you were having your conversation with Mr. Allen.
Okay. As we enter the junkyard, DB, can you start doing a bit of a scan? Can you locate one of the parts while I look in another spot?
Absolutely. And DB he goes off to the right a little bit and just starts to do some scanning.
Don't be too far from each other, all right, DB? I do not need to lose you.
He's like, I'm not going far. I'll be within eye shot of you. And he just kind of trails off a little bit to the distance.
So, since I'm in the junkyard, what am I close to right now? Just general junk, or is it cars?
So right now you're kind of standing in a little bit of a clearing in between these junk piles, and it's basically just like stacked, like crunched cars and crunched, just like crunched vehicles. Like some of them, look like cars. Some of them look like kind of more like modernized vehicles that took on a different look, but they're not quite the same as like the cars of the 20th century. You have, your energy efficient cars of the 22nd that were kind of in the same junkyard.
Okay. I'm assuming some of these parts are newer. So I head to some of the cars that are the newer style, like what you described, that probably would have the parts he's looking for.
Okay. Make a survival check for me.
Here we go. Boop. Ooh.
Nice, 21. Okay, so you crack open the hood of a vehicle in there, and you immediately see one of the parts that you're looking for.
So can I?
It's a silver cylinder that stretches about 18 inches, and it's got a silver cap kind of on the head of it on the end.
Silver cap. All right. Do I need to unhook it, unmount it, or can I just pull it out?
DB sees that you found one. He kind of flies over. He's like, "I'll take care of that." And he comes in, and you see him kind of scatter his light beam across the part, and you see it kind of like slowly dematerialize into the light, and just DB just kind of absorbs it.
Okay, so DB has it right now, correct?
Yep, DB's now holding part number 1.
Okay, before we get back to that town, I need to get that out of him, because I don't need to freak out everybody. I gotta remember that. Thinking ahead.
Yep,
all right.
Yep, something to consider later.
Okay, thank you, DB. I didn't know you could do that too, so thank you again. Let's check over on another car and see what we can find for more parts. So again, I keep looking for
1 down, 2 to go.
So let's head to another car and see.
Okay,
what we can,
so you go further in. Ooh, DB scans something. He says, "I'm picking something up," and he kind of moves off to the left a little bit next to some older cars here, and he's like, he's kind of like looking like to you, this car door, like,
you want me to open it?
Yes.
All right. I go over and open the door for the.
So make a strength check for me.
All right, strength. Up here. Ooh, 16. Is that gonna do it?
Yeah. So you managed to open the door just enough for DB to kind of slip right through.
Okay.
And he goes in, and he kind of comes back out. He goes, "Okay, if you can reach in here, there's a chest."
A chest? Okay.
He nods. Uh-huh.
All right. Can I see the chest from where I'm at?
You can kind of look in, and you see that there's a box in there. Make a perception check.
Yes, I was gonna say please, because I was gonna ask you. Oh God,
10.
that's not a good
You
one.
can't really see what it is, but there's clearly a box in there, and DB is adamant that there is something of value in there.
All right. And I only have the door cracked, correct?
You only have it cracked.
Enough for him to like get in and out.
Yep.
Can I reach the box from where I'm at?
From where you're at, you would not be able to reach it. It's still about roughly 2 feet ahead of you. So you're going to need to pry that door open further and kind of crawl in if you're going to try and open the box.
All right. Then I will try to pry the door open some more.
Okay. Just make a strength check this time, not a saving throw.
All right, here we go. Oh, jeez.
That was a saving throw. Do a strength check.
Oh, did I not hit?
Yeah, no, that was a strength save that you did.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, you just want to do a strength check. Just a standard check.
Where is... Oh. I gotta find it. What would it be under on here? I'm probably looking right here. Is it just the strength thing right here?
Yep, it should just be strength.
Okay,
yep,
thank you.
There you go.
Ugh.
No. Okay.
I'm weak, man. I'm weak. No.
You are not getting that door open.
Is it... Can I access the other side of the car? If I were to pry there, maybe?
With that perception check, I would say you walk around, but the chest is clearly buried inside this pile.
Okay. Some... Okay, think. And there's no other possible way into this car other than through the one door, then?
Make one more perception check for me.
Okay. Perception. Holy
Natural
crap,
20.
Okay, that's my first ever natural 20. I'm going to have to record that one.
As you kind of walk around looking for another entrance in, you see that there's a little bit of a hole up at the top. Mm-hmm. You can make it if you double jump up to the top of this pile, and you can kind of drop into this little hole.
Okay. Why not? Let's go for it. So I'm going to try and double jump. What do I need to do for that? Okay,
so for this, you can either do an acrobatics or an athletics check of your choice.
I guess it would be kind of acrobatic because I'm...
Well, that's why I'm giving you the choice if you want, because I don't know what your bonus is off the top of my head. So you can choose whichever one might be better for you.
Got 5 on acrobatics. Let's just do acrobatics since it's right there at the top.
Okay.
Oh, one athletics is only 1 anyway. So let's try this. Oh, that just sucked.
So you go to jump, and you kind of forget to double jump, and you just kind of like hit the car. Diving Bell goes, "What are you doing?"
I was trying to jump up there. It didn't work.
He's just kind of looking around like, I hope no one heard anything.
As well as I. Ouch. Hope they didn't see it either. How about this? Why don't we look for the other 2 parts, and we'll try and come back for this, alright?
Okay.
Be better not wasting more time. Also, quick question. Would my hit points and the temporary, which is the shield, would that go up from the rest?
Oh, what do you mean?
I don't know. I have a hit point maximum of 9 right now. Did that
Yep,
All that goes
I
back
did
up?
update all that already.
Okay,
So
cool.
yep,
I
your
wanted to
stuff
make
is
sure.
current for your level.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you. I wanted to just make sure because I couldn't remember suddenly, and I was like,
Oh yeah. I made that adjustment after
okay.
last session. So
All right. So back to the thing. Let's move on to the next vehicle or area to check to see if we can find another part, DB.
okay, so you walk further into the junkyard. DB scanning around. He's not finding anything. I'll have you make one more perception check for me.
Okay, I'm doing lots of perception. Oh, jeez.
2.
Did I even see where I was walking?
Boy, there sure is a lot of junk here.
Yeah. Yes, I know this.
So you kind of walk around. You're not really seeing anything. The sun's kind of getting a little high in the sky. It's about noon right now. And as you're looking around, you start to hear a noise. Oops. Not that noise.
Yeah, the wrong noise. Whoa.
That one.
That was realistic.
So
Whoa.
you start to hear sounds of what sounds like a bit of a jet engine. Flying. It sounds like it's flying. And it's getting closer. What do you do?
Get us the. Is there some kind of cover I can hide under or around?
You can kind of like lean against one of the stacks there and just kind of take cover along a wall there. Okay.
Let's do that, and I have DB kind of get back there too with me. I don't want him.
Okay,
outside.
yeah. DB like rolls up right next to you and says, "I'm hearing someone come," and he's like right beside you there.
Yes.
Make a stealth check for me.
Stealth. Oh,
13. Okay.
Still not
Let's
high.
see if you get spotted.
Oops.
7. You do not. So you hear, and then you hear the sound for a bit, and then just past a rubble pile, you see a fallen skiff kind of fly off in the distance, and it just kind of rolls by. It does not seem to have spotted you.
Okay, and it's still going away from me.
It is. It's moving away in. So, if you're looking north right now, it's moving to your southeast.
Okay.
But it's kind of moving in a bit of a circular, like almost kind of a roll to it. So you kind of get a feeling it may roll back around.
Okay. DB, we're going to have to pick up the pace. I don't think that thing's... I think it's going to be coming back soon.
Agreed. We need to find these and get out of here.
So continue on looking.
So...
Move on to the next.
All right.
You're just throwing stuff. I know you are. You're trying to give it more realism.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. DB is not finding anything. He's been scanning.
Can I... Do I see anything?
Make a perception check. 13. Okay, so what you're seeing around you is kind of more of the same vehicles you pulled the first part from. There's kind of the blue and red and black kind of basically the same model that you were looking at, but they're just crunched together in the same kind of manner. You do happen to spot one that does not appear to be crushed, and the body is just kind of sitting there fully intact.
I want to take a look at that one.
All right, so you go to open the hood. Make a strength check for me.
Just strength check, not saving, right?
Yep, just strength. Yep.
All right, it's an 8.
8. Okay. It was pretty much broken off to begin with, so you're able to just kind of whip this thing open. It was not being held down in any way, shape, or form.
Cool. All right.
Okay, so as you're looking at the intake and the innards here of the car, make a survival check.
Survival check. There it is. Boom. Oh, that's not...
6. Okay. So you're looking... These parts are pretty dirty. You can't really spot anything specifically. Oh, but Diving Bell looks in, and he's scanning inside there. He's looking around. He goes, I think I spot one. It's kind of dirty. Not really looks great, but it's serviceable. And he starts kind of... He's you see that light going out again, and you can't see it, but he's kind of beaming the part through another part. He's basically kind of pulling it through and just dematerializing the part itself out of the car.
Oh no, that's cool.
Yeah, so he spots it. He pretty much pulls it. And he kind of turns to you, goes, "This thing's really, really in rough shape, but it would still work."
Can we clean it up, DB, at all, or do you think it will work the way it is?
Well, it'll work the way it is, and he kind of scans it. He goes, "It's really worn. A lot of acid damage to it, but it's still serviceable."
Do you think we can clean it up before we get it back to him? That way.
He shakes his head, "And we can't clean this up. This is erosion damage."
All right. Why don't we take it anyway? And if we find one better, then we'll take the other one instead.
Nods. And
Let's continue on. We only have so much time. If that thing comes back, I don't want us out here.
All right. And as you happen to say that, you start to hear that sound again.
Find cover again, both of us.
All right. So you go into cover again. Make another stealth for me.
Oh, please. Oh, Jesus.
6.
Come on.
Okay. It spins around, and it comes around and starts to drop soldiers in that area. It spotted you.
Crap. Okay.
It doesn't have an exact fix on your position, but it did spot that there is a human figure in the area.
All right. Is it in what area of the junkyard? Are they dropping into the junkyard or outside of the junkyard?
They're dropping right in behind you where you walk through the junkyard.
Okay, so I can't go back that direction. So can I stealthily slip away from that direction, further away from them? Have DB get in my pack too while I'm at it?
So DB will get into your pack. Make one more stealth check for me.
Oh, please, 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 please.
11. Okay.
Good enough.
4. Okay. So, and while we're doing this, I want you to make a perception check too.
Okay.
Because you're gonna be looking at who is dropping in.
Oh, yes. Ooh.
17. Ooh. Okay. So you manage to sneak away and hide yourself among one of the stacks. And you get a clear sight of who's dropping in. And what you see is you have 2 fallen vandals, 2 dregs, and a fallen captain. They are running through the junkyard as we speak, and they are looking in your last known position.
Okay. So I'm a little bit further away from where the last position was, right?
Yep. So right now you're probably about 40 feet away from your last known position in hiding. And they are searching in the area where you just were.
Alright, if I stay there, they could come down that direction. But if I'm hidden well enough, they wouldn't see me. That's a lot to take on right now.
So right now, as you're watching the group, they're patrolling the area. They obviously didn't spot you in your last known location, so they're starting to look around and starting to patrol the area.
All right. Can I go further down into the junkyard then? More out of sight.
You can go further in, but the further in you go, it's kind of starting to go deeper in. So you're gonna kind of go into a bit of a box, if you will. The further in you go, the deeper it gets because the stuff is just buried into the ground. So you can keep going a little bit further in, but you're gonna start to surround yourself inside this box.
Yeah. Okay. So. All right. Okay. What was I going to ask? Is there any of them coming in my direction right now?
Let's see.
And what is coming in my direction, if that's the case?
So the captain is kind of sitting in the middle right now. He's letting his vandals and dregs kind of do the work for him. So two of the vandals have walked off to the captain's right, and they're searching that area. And the dregs have they're going in the opposite direction. One of the dregs is walking towards your general vicinity. It has not spotted you yet. Make a stealth check for me.
Oh, shit.
You know what? Don't even sweat it because he rolled a 3.
Oh,
so it's the dregs kind of looking around. It does not see you, and it starts to kind of walk off in another direction, off to your left.
Okay. So I'm still hidden.
You're still hidden and very much in danger.
All right, I might if I head down in the box, I'm still cornered though. And the others have.
You can try to go around them, but if you do, I'll just let you know you're going to be at disadvantage because you're going to be climbing over cars and you're going to be making noise.
Yeah. Okay, I wouldn't know if I could get out any other way because it's a box down there.
It's a box if you go further in, but I mean, like I mentioned, you can try to go around them. Because if you do end up succeeding getting around them, you could potentially escape the entire area.
And there's just the one that's right near me right now, or is it the two?
So right now, that one dreg that was in your area is actually starting to head down towards that little box area. So he's heading down that way, and the other one is kind of off further straight ahead of you, and he's not looking in that direction. So if you wanted to, what you could do with this one is you could attempt to attack this one and do it stealthily. So you could, you basically just attempt to kill this one before anyone else notices.
Yeah, I kind of want to try and do that. I want to,
okay,
because that's what I was saying. I wanted to know which way they're going, where they're at. Okay, so I do want to try and take that one out.
Okay, so what you're doing here then is you're gonna follow this one down further in there, and you're going to get about 30 feet behind it. What are you going to use?
If I'm 30 feet...
You can get closer if you want to, but right now you're at 30 feet.
30 feet. I have the dagger, I have the bow. I can't really hear the bow. I mean, you still can, but not. Can I? Because I have my knife or the dagger, right?
You do have your throwing knife, yes.
Yeah. Can I get close enough to use that on him?
Well, you're already close enough to make a throw.
Okay.
So this is going to be an attack of opportunity. So
I want to throw that thing at him.
okay. Now here's the thing: you need to kill this thing because if you don't,
that's what I'm worried about.
he's going to alert the rest of them.
Uh-huh.
So let me make sure I got the right sheet here for this poor boy because he's gonna get it today.
Let's hope. I'm like the 50-50 shot right here. And
well, the thing is, dragons don't have a whole lot of health. So you could potentially one-shot him fairly easily.
Yep, and I'm hoping I can do that. I'm hoping. I'm taking a big gamble right now. Because if he alerts the others, I'm going to have a dance.
You're going to have a dance, all right. Okay. I want you to roll your throwing knife attack.
All right, where are you at? Oh, up here. Throwing knife. Okay, here we go. Please.
Natural 20. Okay. Roll your damage.
Hey. Did I just click on the damage thingy? Right
yep,
here?
just click on the throwing knife text there, and that should roll your damage.
Just this thing?
Just like the text. I can't see what you're pointing at. Like the text underneath that on the thing there. Like on the text bar, like on the right side. You just click
that's
on
right.
Knife.
Thank you.
Yep.
Brain 9 plus 11.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Well, not only did you completely headshot this boy, his head incinerates.
Ooh.
You just tapped the skull and
with the throwing knife.
And it just drops dead.
All right.
So that being said, I want you to make another stealth check.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. Whoop, please. That's a
9. Okay. Nope, they heard you.
And
so you hear the captain, and you see the Vandals now coming. I need you to roll initiative.
Alright, where's my initiative? What do I do again? Oh, brain farts right here. Okay, here we go.
Initiative 8. Okay. I'm going to need just a few minutes here to get everyone's initiative.
Oh, boy.
And I'm sorry I don't have a map this time. This is going to be called Theater of the Mind because I couldn't find a good Junkyard map that I wanted to use.
Oh, yeah, there's sometimes finding good ones.
Well, yeah, it's just it wasn't very good. So I just said we're just going to
We're in a junkyard. Just imagine some futuristic cars, some old cars. Just think of that and me trying to dance with these things. As I look for stuff.
All right, captain's up first.
Oh, crap.
So,
figures.
So the captain is about 40 feet in the back, and he's pointing at you, and he's calling out to his vandals to strike. And he has multi-attack with shock rifle.
Okay.
First attack's 22, so that will hit.
Ow.
Let's see.
At least I have 14 temporary.
He hits you for 6 damage.
So, well, to 8.
He takes a second shot. That's a 12.
Ow.
Wait, isn't your AC at least
No,
13?
just the other one. Yeah, it is. Sorry, I was talking about the other one.
Like, I was gonna say like you.
I was adjusting numbers.
Okay, yeah, you're messing with me now. Don't do that.
Sorry.
All right, so
that captain's really strong. That's why.
So he goes for that second shot, and he just barely misses you. Just it kind of whizzes by your head.
I needed that side cut again. It's grown a little long. All right.
Okay.
Bob and weave, bob and weave.
All right. Next up is Vandal number 1.
Bring it, punk.
Hearing his captain's cry, he is going to do the same thing. He's going to take a shot with his shock rifle.
Dice, come here. There we go.
Does a 15 hit you?
It would. Yeah, considering I only have an armor class of 13. Yeah.
Okay. So that will hit.
Ouch. Ouch.
He hits you for 2 damage.
Okay. Brings me down
So,
to 6.
he manages to hit you, but he just grazes your shoulder. It just kind of bounces off your shield a little bit and just ting! Just
so now he's irritating
2 points of damage.
Oh, now you're on my shield.
Okay. Vandal number 2's up. He is going to do the same thing. Shock rifle. The 19 will hit.
Ouch.
And 2 damage again.
Oops. Come on, there we go. Down to 4 on my shield.
Alright, that's going to end its turn. So now you are finally up. What would you like to do first?
Which one's closest to me right now?
So right now the closest to you would be Vandal number 2. He is about 30 feet in front of you, whereas the captain is behind him an additional 10 feet. And the same thing with Vandal number 1, he's just to the right of Vandal number 2. The Dreg is further in the back. He's kind of off to the left-hand side, about 60 feet away from you. And he's on the move.
Alright, I'm going to take out the bow and take aim at that closest one to me. The 35
Alright,
feet?
so you're going to hit Vandal number 2?
Yeah, I'm going to aim for that one.
Okay.
So I need
roll that combat bow for me.
Where are you? Combat bow. Oh, there it is.
So you take aim and you fire and you miss.
Alright. Is there any bonus action I could do?
Yes, you do. You remember what we talked about earlier about your throwing knife.
I might as well try and throw it at him.
Okay.
Let's whip that thing out and try it again. Doubt it's going to work twice, but hey! So what do I do? Just do the throwing knife now?
Yep, you can go for your throwing knife.
Okay, here we go.
22. Okay, so you miss your first shot, and with an effortless throw, you reach into your heel, you grab a throwing knife, and you flick it at him, Roll the damage. 14. Okay.
Please.
Sorry, I just have to double check its hit points because I think you may. I think you might have just killed it.
That's why I'm like, please take it down. Come on, I can do this.
Your knife gets lodged right in its chest, and you see solar erupt from its chest, but it is still standing. But it has taken a near lethal blow.
All right.
All right. So drag number 2, or drag number 1, excuse me. You killed number 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I was like, wait, which order of the numbers is it?
The orders are really for me so much as yeah. He's gonna move up, and he's gonna join the pack. So he's now within 10 feet of the captain. He's more off to the left of the captain, whereas the 2 vandals are kind of in front of it. Okay. So it's still about 40 feet away, but it's kind of more off to the left-hand side versus where the captain's kind of like in the center of you.
Okay.
So he's going to take a shot.
Of course.
And that's a 3, so it misses. So it aims and takes a shot, and it misses wide.
Okay.
Not even near you.
Good. Whoa, fireworks show.
All right, so now we're back at the top of the order. Captain's looking at you. He is looking to make sure you get killed. He's not happy to see you.
Of course not.
It's a 12, so it's going to miss its first shot. Okay, and that's an 18. So that the second one does hit. That's 3 damage. I just remembered we didn't roll your shield regen. Roll a d6 for me.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
This is the
complexity of combat we have to kind of like hammer down ourselves too. Is like
you said d6, right?
Yeah, roll a d6, and then you're gonna add that to your shield.
All right, I got 6. So
you got 6. Hey, there you go. So you got 6 points back.
There we go. Brings me back up to a 7 on the shield.
Okay. And you did take off the 3 from the last hit, right?
I took off the 3 first, and then we did that, and it just puts me back up.
Okay. Good. All right.
I wasn't going to fudge that one up. I was like, no, we don't need to do that. I'm having way too much fun with this. Let's do this.
Okay, good. All right, Vandal number 1, he's up. He is going to take a shot, and that's a natural 1.
Was he even aiming at me?
So, yeah, he was aiming for you.
You might want glasses. It help.
It rolled a 3 on severity. So
did it like shoot
as
itself?
It goes to shoot you, it pulls the trigger, the rifle lights up, and it doesn't fire. The Vandal gets angry and hits his rifle and just cracks the rifle. Vandal number 2 is up.
The amusement of watching somebody. Dude, really? Maybe you should.
That's a 15 to hit.
Ouch. Let's see what the. Oh boy.
That's 7 damage.
Oh, that's my entire.
So it pops your shields. You hear that familiar sound of glass breaking.
I know, DB. I already know. Thank you.
DB, he pulls himself out of the backpack and goes, "You know what? I got this."
What?
He's gonna roll up on Vandal number 1, the one who's looking pretty hurt.
Oh, what's he gonna do?
I think. Yes, he did. He hit with a 15.
Oh, what?
So, as if he was like being swung on the end of a rope, you see DB spin. He's winding up, and just like you would like whip like someone in the face with like a just on the end of a just like how do I describe this?
Mace?
You have him on the end of a rope, and you're basically like whipping he's basically the end of a whip that's cracking the dude in the face.
Oh my god.
He winds up, he spins, and cracks dude in the face for 6 damage. He basically kills this thing on the spot. He cracks its head, and you hear bone break. Just crunch. And this Vandal falls over. He is no more.
Yo, DB. Okay, I'm impressed, DB. Where did you get that from? Upgrade. Like it a lot.
DB goes, there's a lot more where that came from. And he looks ready for a fight.
Just
so now that he's entered the fray.
Ooh, yeah.
Dreg number 1 sees this. He aims with an 11, but he misses. DB is kind of like that boxer who's kind of like bobbing and weaving, like just missing that shot, and he's moving in on that Vandal.
Wow.
Alright, so now we're at top of the order again. Captain's up. He's more fixated on you at the moment. And he takes a shot. That's going to be an 18 to hit. One damage. Seeing his own near miss, the captain's pissed. And he goes for another shot. That's a 17. That hits. That's 4 damage. Where are you at in hit points right now?
I have 9 still.
My
shields are gone right now.
That was last year's shields?
Yeah, I have no shields. I only have the 9 hit points left.
Okay. Vandal number 1. Seeing his buddy take a crack to the face like this, he aims for that ghost. That's an 8. He's going to miss. He's not understanding what just happening, and he's starting to frantically shoot at the ghost. But he can't seem to hit it. DB is just bobbing and weaving through the shots like a boxer, and he's ready to lay a hit, and he's gonna roll and hit. He's gonna roll for that Vandal. That's a 19, so he's gonna hit.
Oh yeah, DB.
Rolling up in that same kind of a boxer bit of a roll, he just kind of rolls up, spins again, and hits the Vandal in the face. He hits it for 2 damage.
Nice. At least he's Oh, he took
The
out
Vandal
one.
just kind of takes it on the jab, and it's like taking a jab. He's just like, oh, he's kind of like taken back, like, oh wow, it's like that famous saying, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. So now this Vandal is confused. He's not.
Okay.
To be clear, he's not confused in the game sense, but he's confused at what he's being attacked by.
Yes, you're getting attacked by a ball.
It doesn't understand why it's being attacked like this. All right, you are up next. Who are you going to be targeting here?
Who's closest now? Is it still the
right
Vandal?
now would be Vandal number 1. The drag is going to be to the left of the captain, and he's going to be 40 feet away.
Let's aim for that other Vandal.
Okay, you're going to aim for the Vandal. Are you going to use the bow again, or what are you going to use?
I'll try the bow one more time.
Okay.
Let's do
before
this.
we do that, we got to roll your recharges here. I just remembered.
Shoot.
Roll your d6 for your shields.
There we go. 2.
Okay, add 2 points to your shields, and then roll one more d6 for your melee. 1. Okay.
Love these.
Okay. All right, so you pretty much you have your combat bow. You could switch to your hand cannon if you want to. Those are pretty much your attack options. You do also have Blade Barrage that you have not used yet because you have not used your super ability. Now, if you do use this, I will just tell you that if you're going to aim for the Vandal, you're only going to hit the Vandal. But if you aim for the Captain, you're going to hit the Captain and the Dreg.
And they have a chance to move if I only go after...
Well, you're going to roll an attack, and there's still going to be a chance that it could miss. But I mean, to clarify, because this is a super ability, they're going to take half damage if they fail their checks, because they're going to have to roll a saving throw to avoid the damage of the Blade Barrage.
I want
to, and even if they succeed, they're going to still take damage.
Can I change it, my target then, to the Captain and use Blade Barrage now?
Yes. So what you'll do here is you're basically going to jump into the air, and you're going to activate your super ability, and you're going to fire your Blade Barrage.
So click on Blade Barrage for this?
Yeah, so click that Blade Barrage attack.
Boom.
Boom, 24. Okay.
Up to 3 targets.
So here's what you're going to do.
Range of choosing one target.
So you have 2 targets that you're going to choose from. I want you to choose which one is going to take the more damage. You want the Captain or the Dreg?
Captain.
Okay. So
if I can.
Roll 1 2d6. This is going to be for the Vandal.
Just the regular.
Yeah, just a roll straight 2d6.
All right.
That was 1d6. So roll one more.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm keeping track.
I forgot. I didn't hit this. I was.
Yeah.
I've gotten used to hitting 1.
Okay, so hit Dreggy Boy for 6 damage. Now. Okay, let me actually write that down.
Okay.
Now, I need you to roll 4d6, and this is going to be the damage to the Captain.
Okay, now I click this one, not that one. That'll give me 4d6.
12. Okay. And did you choose to have your knives as your weapon of choice?
Did I ever... Have I?
Well, I'm asking, is that something that you chose to do, or?
I'm starting to enjoy them a lot. I mean, they seem to be doing good for me. Yeah, why not? Why don't I make him that? Because I'm doing really well with them. The bow's not going
Well,
well.
the reason I ask is because I mean, if you did, then the damage on there could be a little bit different. But
I haven't really chose anything, have I? I don't remember if I did.
I don't believe, like, in game you really haven't, because I mean you had the option to, like, during your rest period, but you didn't do any of that. So you haven't actually set anything as far as like choosing a weapon of choice.
No, actually, yeah, actually, no. Let's stick with the knives because I have them always. Something I'm gonna keep using.
For this time, we'll just kind of leave it as is, but
okay.
We'll just kind of remember going forward that because it's your weapon of choice, it does do some additional damage. So we'll just we'll just keep that in mind.
Oh, for some reason I thought it did something else. But never mind.
No, it's nothing you're doing wrong.
No, I was thinking it was weapon of choice did something else. So I don't know what I was thinking it was going to do, but okay. But I'll stick with the knives because for right now that's the one thing that seems to be doing good for me.
Yeah. So let's see. What was the damage again? It was 12.
So far, the bow hasn't been as great as I would.
Okay. So, drag number 1, the one that you did hit, takes that knife right in the chest. Just chink. Oh! And it staggers back, but it's still standing.
Only 6.
The captain, taking 2 knives, takes them right in its shoulders, and both knives pop, and they explode. You pop the shields of the captain, and he is taking some hits, and you see a little bit of blue blood flowing from underneath its armor. So next up is going to be that poor Dreg. That's 16 to hit. So it's aiming at you.
Well, of course.
It wants revenge for that hit because that son of a bitch hurt. And it hits you for 2 damage. Shields go out again?
Yep.
Okay.
I can't make the exact sound that does, but hey. It works.
All right.
Oh,
Top of the order again. Captain's up.
Oh, he's going to be crazy.
Captain taking that hit. He is not happy with you. All right, so it decides it's gonna move up just a little bit, and it's gonna stand beside the Vandal, so it's now moved up to 30 feet in front of you.
Okay.
It takes aim. That's a 2, so that misses. It's got a second attack. That's a 14. I believe that hits.
Yeah, I'm above 4.
Okay.
Above 13, get me.
Okay. That is 3 damage.
Brings me to 6 hit points.
All right. Diving Bell's up.
Come on, DB.
Oh, no, excuse me. I'm sorry. Vandal's up and then Diving Bell.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Vandal is going to take a shot at Diving Bell. And it misses with a 9. So, seeing the ghost that did just punch it in the face, he's not happy with it, and he starts to target DB. He misses with his shot, but he is clearly now focused on DB. DB is feeling it. He's feeling the sweet science. And he goes for another He goes in for another swing, and he misses wildly. He swings, and like a terribly placed jab, he whiffs wide.
Oh, it's all right, DB. Just keep it up.
DB will move back behind you, and what he's gonna do with his bonus action is he's going to use Restoration Point on you.
Ooh.
And he's going to heal you for... He's going to heal you for 6 points.
Okay, so...
So your health is back up, but it's not going to regenerate your shields.
Alright,
so
maximum health is right now, I think, at 9. Do I go to 9?
Yep, so you will go to 9 points.
Okay. I wanted to make sure.
Yep.
It's like,
the thing is with restoration is it doesn't allow you to go over your maximum hit points.
Okay, good. That's made that clear because I was like, how's that one work?
Yep.
All right, cool. Back up. Thanks,
okay,
DB.
So he gets behind you, heals you. He's like, here you go, buddy. And he
Thanks,
gives you a little
DB.
bit of healing juice.
All right. Who's next?
All right, so now, that's going to be your turn. So now you are up.
All right.
So right now, you pretty much have the three of them kind of standing almost in a line, basically just lined up firing at you. Which one do you want to aim for?
Lined up. Is the captain at the back of that line?
He is actually in the line with the other two, so they are all lined up together. He's no longer in the back.
Okay. Shoot. Think. And I can't use Blade Barrage again, right? Or is that...
You can roll to recharge it. We still got to do your rolls for recharge, so let's actually do that. Roll a d20.
Okay, just 1d20?
1d20.
All right, here we go.
13. So you almost got it back. You're about 4 points away from getting it back, so you might get it back on your next turn.
Okay. So, how about this? I'm going to...
So, let's finish the recharges then.
Shoot, yeah.
Roll your d6s for your shield and then your melee.
1d6 for the shield?
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's 3.
All right, 3 to your shield.
All right, and then you said, is it 1d6 for the melee?
Yep, 1d6 for your melee.
6.
Okay, you only needed 2 points to get it, so you got your melee charge back. All right, so you have your knife attack back, and you can take a shot at any one of these 3 targets.
I want to go for the captain again.
All right. What are you gonna hit him with? You gonna hit him with the bow?
Yeah, let's try a bow again.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Roll that combat bow for me.
Oh, yeah. Please work. Oh, jeez.
9. So you aim, you take your shot, but the arrow bounces off its armor.
I must have had a weak pull that day.
Do you want to use your bonus action knife attack?
Yep. Let's do it.
Roll that knife attack.
Please. 14. The knife has been doing great for me. I'm just going to go to the hand cannon after this. Let's see if that does any better. Man, I am having a bad day. Brink. What a fire.
So you've been keeping track how many arrows you've used, right?
Oh, shoot.
Because I believe you used about 4 right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, how many have fired? 1, 2...
I believe it's been 4.
4. So, yeah, I think it's... Will it be 4 with this one?
This will be your 5th arrow that you would have fired.
So 19. So it'll put me at 15, and if I use that, it'll put me at 14. So, so 14
so your knife attack does not hit. It just sails just a little wide from that captain, and it misses.
Okay.
All right.
Darn.
Drag number 1. He's taking a shot at you. That's a 7. He misses.
Okay, you can do this.
The drag is going to move over to the Vandal to its left. So it's going to move about 10 feet to your left. The captain is a little more exposed now. It's a little more by itself. And the Vandal and the drag are kind of off a little more to your left, and the captain's off to your right.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're back at the top of the order. Captain's up. He's going to take a shot at DB. That's a 19. It's going to hit. Actually, I have to double check DB's hit points.
Oh,
because he does have some damage resistance too, but I have to just make sure he's not. So he's gonna take half.
Oh, excuse me.
So you see Diving Bell take a shot point blank, and you hear a bong.
DB, are you okay?
He goes, ah! and just kind of flies off a little bit. He's like, I'm okay.
Don't scare me like that. Jeez. Oh. Are you sure you're okay back there?
Back here a little bit, thanks.
Stay low. Oh my god.
Captain taking a second shot. That's a 3. He's gonna miss. So the captain points out, and he gives the command to the Vandal and the Dreg to target the ghost.
Uh-oh.
And with that, that ends its turn. So Vandal number 1, he was already pissed at DB before. Now he's really pissed. That's an... He's gonna have disadvantage because
DB, stay behind.
he is behind you, so he is in cover. So that's a 1. It will miss.
Oh crap!
But I'm gonna roll severity because it's a 1. Okay. So it's targeting DB, but DB just went behind you. So
okay, good.
Because it's targeting DB, it takes a shot and ends up hitting you and hits you for 1 damage.
So, there we go. Still got 2 shields.
So, by a natural 1 and the fact that DB moved behind you, it just accidentally shot you.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like a dead-on impact. It was a grazing shot.
Oh, now you're irritating me. Okay.
All right. DB is up. DB, what did we want to do? Taking the hit that he did, he's gonna play it safe and he's gonna stay in cover.
Mm-hmm.
with his bonus action, he's going to reload your hand cannon.
Oh, sweet.
Because you didn't reload it before.
Did I not? Oh, I guess I didn't.
So he has now loaded your hand cannon with 4 bullets. So now your hand cannon is now fully loaded and ready to go.
All right, good.
I keep dropping these fucking dice.
They're just trying to roll for you.
Okay. Your turn is up. What would you like to do?
All right, mine. Let's see. I'm gonna pull the hand cannon out now.
All right, so that'll take up your movement action.
Mm-hmm.
So you can still move 15 feet if you want to, but otherwise, you could use that 15 feet to aim.
I'm gonna take aim.
Okay. So you swap to your hand cannon. You take aim. Which target are you aiming for?
Let's see. They all 3 in a line, right? Or are they?
Well, yes.
Not
the
line,
Vandal
but
and the
like...
Drag are separated from the Captain. The Captain's kind of isolated off to the right, and the Vandal and the Drag are off to your left, but they are like side by side.
I want the Captain. I'm
You're
taking
aim for that Captain?
Yes.
Okay. So raise that hand cannon and roll them bones. 23. Very nice. All right, roll that damage. 7 damage. All right. You raise that cannon, and your aim is true. You take a shot. Boom! You've hit it right in the chest. You've clearly done damage to it. It's hurt, but it is still standing.
Mm. Okay.
You still have a bonus action.
I'm gonna throw my knife at that Vandal.
We gotta roll your recharge for that.
Oh, first, that's right.
Because you've used it. So roll your d6.
Boop.
4. Okay, you get it back. That's that hunter recharge rate for you.
Yes.
So you've got your throwing knife. Go ahead. Do you want to still aim for the Captain, or do you want to aim for one of the other targets?
How's the Captain looking right now, though?
The Captain is hurt. But he's still in fighting shape.
Going for the... How is the Drag and the Vandal look?
Roll perception for me.
Perception.
Natural 1. You have no idea. You've never really... You haven't had enough combat experience with these guys to know how damaged they are.
Alright, I'm going after the Drag instead.
You're gonna aim for the Drag?
Yep,
okay.
with the knife.
Roll that combat knife for me.
Oh.
Oof. Natural
bound
1.
to happen.
I'm gonna roll severity for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least I hit the Captain.
You go for the knife, and you're about to throw it. You go to throw it, but for some reason it's a little sticky in your hands. And you throw the knife straight into the ground, narrowly missing your foot.
Well, that's a bad day. Nobody saw that.
So you nearly just took off your pinky toe with your own knife. And that's going to end your turn.
Yes, please end it.
Alright, so Drag number 1, seeing this attempted display, he's going to attack you. He's going to roll for a 3, and he's going to miss. The Drag is going to attempt to move behind you because he's going to start going for DB. and that's going to end its turn. So now, to be clear, the drag is now to your left. Straight to your left and about 15 feet away.
All right.
But he's got an angle on DB at this point.
Okay.
So now the captain is up. Captain is taking a shot at you because he can't see DB anymore. That's a 4, so he misses his first attack. And that's a 9, so he misses the second attack. Okay.
Okay.
So he's basically shooting at you, and both shots kind of go wide. Seeing that he's not being effective at 30 feet, it's going to move up another 10 feet, and he's now at 20 feet in front of you. So they're now starting to close in on you.
Okay.
Okay. Vandal number 1. He's going to go for an attack, and that's a 5. So he misses wide. DB is now up. And seeing what's happening, that you're starting to be surrounded, he's going to go into the backpack.
Yes, I was going to ask him too. I didn't know if I could have him go in.
You could have asked him to. You could actually have done that with a bonus action, but
okay.
Because you're using your knife for your bonus actions, that's kind of why I'm not letting that happen.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so he's wise enough to recognize that you're getting surrounded, and he's going to pack up and get out of the way.
Yes.
And that's going to end his turn because he can't do nothing else. So now you are up again. So now Captain is kind of moving up towards you closer, and he wants a closer shot at you, but you still see that Vandal and Drag off to your left, but they're now kind of out of your focus because the Captain is getting closer in front of you.
Okay, let's see. They're to my left. Can I move to the right around the Captain? Kind of like.
So do you want to like kind of move around it so like the Captain's in front of you and then the other two are behind him?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Okay, so
I don't know how far that is though. So
we'll say that you move in a 30-foot range, or did you want to move only 15 because you can aim with your movement?
Yeah, I'm kind of want to swing around, but I still want to have some for that aim.
Okay, because you can do it in a 15-foot arc, or you can do it in a 30-foot arc, but if you do a 30-foot arc, then you wouldn't be able to aim. You can just take a hip fire shot.
I still want to aim.
Okay, so you'll move 15 feet.
Yeah, at least 15.
That's going to put you a little closer to the Captain then. Alright, so before you were at 20 feet, and now you're at 15 feet, but the Captain is in front of you, the Vandal and the Drag are right behind him, so you do not see them anymore. The big Captain is blocking their view.
Okay.
Okay. So, what are you going to hit him with? Are you going to hit him with the cannon again?
Yep.
Alright.
And I also counted the round I used so far, so I'm keeping track of it.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Alright, here we go. Oh, please tell me.
9. Alright, so... And even with your aiming, that's still an 11, so you still miss. So... Yeah, even with advantage, you didn't hit him. So, your shot kind of goes wide. You still have your bonus action. Roll your recharges. We keep forgetting to do this.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Yeah. So, roll your shield for me first. Roll d6. Okay, add 2. Roll your melee.
Alright, and that's another d6.
Yep, that's another d6.
3.
Okay, so you're 1 point away from your melee. And then roll a d20 for me.
There you go.
Okay.
12.
You don't have your knife ability back, but your blade barrage is now available.
Is the dragon a Vandal?
I will just say, because of the positioning here, you only can target the captain.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But
I
if
don't
you
think
do,
I could.
he's gonna take a shitload of fucking blades.
Hell yeah.
You want to hit him with it?
Oh hell yeah.
All right, roll them bones.
Oh.
Holy shit. Okay.
With an evil look too.
What is it? Hang on, I gotta double check. Is this a dexterity he needs to survive? Where are you? We're gonna find it again. Same time. Dexterity save throw. Okay, so let's see how he rolls. Because depending on if he can even roll out of this, he might not even survive. I got. Okay, where's his? Okay. Oh God, he's only got a +1. That's a 10. Okay. So you're choosing one target, so you're gonna roll 6d6.
Does it even go that high? I can do 5.
Okay, roll 5 and then roll 1 extra for me.
My God. And 1. There we go.
27.
Holy crap.
So you just reach out and you burst into solar light, and you see those familiar phoenix feathers in between your fingers again. You pull back and you throw all 3 knives right into the captain. You see each one just hit him. Boom! Left shoulder. Boom! Right shoulder. It falls back, and the last one hits him square in the head. Boom! And the body, as it falls back, it turns to ash, and as it hits the ground, it turns to dust.
Oh, yeah. Burn.
You have just wiped out your very first fallen captain.
Now I'm looking evilly at the dragon, the Vandal.
So, the Vandal... Well, let's see, because... Actually, the drag's up first, so never mind. The Vandal, seeing this display of power, is going to attempt to run.
Okay.
So you're going to have an attack of opportunity because it's literally turning its back and it's turning to run. So roll your hand cannon for me.
Yep. Wait, hang on. I fired around.
Yeah, because you're going to take an attack of opportunity with your current weapon.
Okay, here we go. Hand cannon. Oh, I was counting for the shot I just did. I was like, wait a minute.
Yep. That's
all
fine.
right. Here we go. Hand cannon. 16.
16. That will hit. And roll that damage.
2.
Okay, and because it's attack of opportunity.
What do I get?
You basically get, I believe it's 2 more points, but I mean, it only had a hit point left, so it's dead regardless.
Oh shit.
So yeah, it was trying to flee with 1 hit point left, and you popped it as it was trying to flee. So drag number 1 is dead. So the only one left now is the Vandal.
So I fired 3
The
rounds.
Vandal's next, and he's going to do the same thing. It's going to attempt to run. Okay. So, similar situation. It's going to turn around and run, and you're going to have another attack of opportunity. However... it's going to be a disadvantage because it did find a little bit of cover as it's trying to turn the corner. So I want you to roll hand cannon again, but you're going to roll a disadvantage.
Okay. Here we go. Boop. Oh, it's already disadvantage.
7. Okay, so you take a shot at it, and you hit the wall beside it. Now, you can, because it's attempting to flee, you can chase it, or you can let it go.
I'm going to give chase.
You're going to give chase?
I'm
okay.
not letting that son of... take shots at
okay,
me.
so you're going to run up around that corner so you can get a clear shot. Take aim with your hand cannon again.
Here we go. Boop.
17. Okay, that will hit. Roll the damage.
6.
6. Okay.
And he's running.
And because it's back to you, it's going to take 2 additional points, so it's actually going to take 8. So
8.
You shoot it as it's running. The shot goes through its top back, and it kind of staggers forward as it takes the hit, and it goes down onto all fours, and it starts to scurry. Like it's starting to move faster and trying to escape.
Okay.
Okay, so...
great, now they run like...
now, because we're doing a bit of a chase scene here now, I want you to roll an athletics check.
Alright, here we go. Where's my athletics? Here we go. 11?
11, okay. You catch up to it. So, you're now about 5 feet behind it. What do you want to do?
I don't have
You're basically right behind it, and you're within grabbing distance of it if you wanted to actually tackle it or something.
Do I have my knives available?
Roll your recharge.
D6?
I'm sorry, we keep forgetting to do this, but
we're in the heat of battle. It's interesting.
We gotta get this down though, because your recharges are important. 1. All right, that's your shields. Roll your melee. 1. You do not get your melee back. You need 1 more point.
I just tackle the son of a bitch and beat the hell out of him.
And then roll a d20 for your super.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Boop. 15.
Okay. So you don't have it back yet, but you're very close.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't have your knife, but you can hand cannon shot it, and
I might as well do that.
You'll have an advantage because you're at point blank range.
Okay. There you go. Oh my god.
Now. Okay. Roll the damage.
1 plus 7. Okay. Holy crap. 8. And then point blank.
So in this little moment,
jeez,
time almost goes slow. You raise your hand cannon up. You point it right at the back of its head. You fire, and its head explodes. And the body just falls flat. With its momentum of its running, just dragging and just... and hits the ground.
Bye-bye.
Combat is now over. So,
Ooh.
and I know we're kind of running short on time here, so we're trying to
Okay, yeah.
get
was
to
good.
a good point here, but I still have to figure some stuff here because we got your glimmer to calculate and then a couple other things here. So, for the combat encounter, roll a D100 for me.
43?
43. Okay.
Pardon me, man.
Okay. This. Oops. Okay. So you got 700 glimmer out of that.
Yeah, boy!
Out of the combat encounter. And I want you to roll a survival check for me.
Alright, let me...
Because you're going to be checking the corpses.
Yes, I was going to say, can I, like, check them out?
Absolutely.
20?
20. Okay.
Is that what you call a netero, Tony?
So, on the captain, you do find the third missing part that you needed for the Sparrow.
Sweet!
So, GG, you have now all 3 parts.
Hey, DB, we got all parts. Hey.
We did it!
Alright.
Okay. And then... what you're also going to get... because the Vandals actually had some of them on them. For how many? You also received 50 units of spin metal.
Spin metal?
Spin metal, yes. It's a material that you can use to barter, or you can use it to build stuff.
Oh. Okay.
But I'll actually talk a little bit more about that to you after the session, because the different materials out there can be used for different things. So I'll tell you what spin metal does afterwards.
Yes, please do, because that one, I just think it's
Yep,
intriguing.
no worries. I got you covered. Don't you worry.
Oh, yes. Alright, is there then checked out all their bodies? How you doing?
So you've checked the bodies, you've gathered the glimmer and the materials off their bodies. Did you want to try to go look at that chest again one more time?
Yes, let's head back to the chest now. See if we can get in there. How much light do we have left, though? I don't want to be out there too long.
You've been fighting for a while, so you've probably it's probably about 3 o'clock.
Okay, good.
So you got some light still.
Good. I want to have enough to get back to town.
Yeah, and it's only about 40 miles from there, so it literally takes you less than an hour to get back there. So you got some time.
Yeah, at least I have a ride.
Yep.
Okay.
You got a.
Hey,
you're gonna have a ride.
Yeah. Hey,
this
DB.
is a loner you got right here.
Yeah. Okay, DB. Let's go check out and see if we can get to that chest now, since we got all parts.
All right. What a day, right?
Yes, very trying day, but you did great out there. I didn't know you could fight.
I didn't know I could do that either. It's great.
I am grateful to have you as a companion on my trek to wherever we're going. Let's see.
DB he's kind of looking around. He's like, oh man, we got so much ahead of us.
Yes, I'm getting that feeling a lot. Let's find this chest again and see if we can get in there.
Okay. So you go back to the general area where you did happen to find that chest. Roll one perception check for me.
Alright, where's my perception? There it is.
2. You kind of can't really seem to find the same spot. DB remembers where it's at though.
Yes.
And he kind of goes into that general area. And he points back up to the hole that you attempted to jump in. Make an athletics check for me.
Yeah, I want to try and do that. Boop. Oh, Jesus.
No.
What is it?
Same thing kind of happens. You think you're gonna double jump it, but every time you attempt it, you somehow miss it, and you just you keep hitting the car. You did the same thing again.
Can I just try and pry the door open again?
Okay. So go make a strength check for me.
It's embarrassing, man. Strength. Where's my strength? Oh, God. Here we go.
16. Okay. You've kind of had it with this shit. You're fed up with this jumping bullshit. It didn't work for you twice, so you're just like... You go to that door, you just... And you pull it enough to where if you kind of like crawled in, you can kind of reach out to touch the chest to kind of open it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm fed up with the thing.
So, you just grumble. Fucking stupid goddamn fucking door, just bullshit. You reach in, you open the chest.
You know what I was
roll
thinking?
another D100 for me.
13.
13. Okay.
It's a lucky number for me.
Not the worst. I mean, it's free money.
Da, 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 da.
So you pull from this just 50 glimmer.
Oh.
50 glimmer, and you also pulled out 5 additional spin metal.
How much metal was that? Another 50?
5.
5.
So you now
55.
have 55 spin
There we
metal.
go. I just put it under class resource so I know where it's at.
Yeah.
Keep the track. You know.
Yeah, because that's the one thing we'll have to figure out later on is because there's going to be so many different materials out there that we can't put it there, so we'll have to figure out a different place to put it. But we'll figure that out later.
Okay, hang on. Okay, I've got 1 round in the cannon left.
Okay.
Because I just remembered that. I'm like, wait, I fired 5 shots. I'm keeping track.
If you reload now, then just take off those. Take out the 5 bullets.
All right, so I fired the 5. So I'm gonna have to account. So that's gonna leave me 3 after that.
Okay.
So I have 5 in the hand cannon now, 3 left. That's it. So I'm gonna have to get more.
Yep, you're gonna have to talk to someone about getting some bullets.
Hey, sure. If you got anything laying around.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Yep.
So you start to make your way back. You ride along on the path, basically just mirroring your way back, and you pull up into the camp. Nothing seems to be out of ordinary. Weather's even pretty nice too. So you roll back into the garage, and you see Mr. Allen there working on another sparrow there. This time he's working on a red sparrow. It wasn't one you were seeing in there before, but it seems to be something he just brought in. And he sees, oh, hey, you back.
Barely.
And he doesn't really get up from what he's doing. He's still kind of working, but he kind of turns and looks at you and goes, so did you manage to get what you're looking for?
Yes, I have all the parts right here.
He just kind of looks over and looks down at the parts. Alrighty. Well, it's going to take me a few days to get everything done in here, so why don't you go talk to Jack and everybody?
Yes.
Get yourself settled in for a bit.
Yes, I need a good rest.
Yeah, he's got his hands like deep inside the engine chassis of this Sparrow he's working in. You can't. He's working deep in there. He's not really getting up from what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I was gonna ask him something and I forgot what it was. Well, now that he's got that red Sparrow, whose red Sparrow is this? It's very nice.
Oh, this beauty right here
Yes.
is Jacqueline's.
Really?
I have no idea where the hell she got this thing, but man, this thing flies.
Really? And this Jacqueline, where is she at?
Oh, Jacqueline's one of the locals that come around here. She's the one that you saw, and she was coming in the front of town. You didn't really see her, but he's just kind of saying that. It's just like, oh yeah, you must have seen her. She's out there. She was out in the group or whatever.
Oh, okay. I will see about maybe introducing myself to her.
He kind of stops and just kind of looks at you like, what do you mean introduce yourself?
You know, say hello. Tell her I like her Sparrow.
He tilts his head, kind of like looking at you. He's feeling a little sus about you, and he's gonna perception check.
No, seriously, I'm just gonna say hi.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. Ooh,
that's fine. Roll an intelligence for me.
Where is my intelligence? Oh, it's up here. See, it shows where my real intelligence is at.
Okay. So you're not getting what he's laying down here.
Yeah, I'm like,
you're like he's looking at you like, oh, what you mean you're gonna go and introduce yourself? And you're just like, I don't know what you mean.
I'm just saying.
You're like, I don't get it.
I thought.
And he kind of chuckles to himself. Yeah, all right, there, pretty boy.
Pretty boy. Okay. Hey, would she have seen others out there by chance, like me?
Like who you mean?
Like me, I am blue skin, like me, or
no. Who are you talking about? Like who?
This
who are you referring
Jacqueline
to?
person.
Oh,
you said she.
No. Jacqueline. I mean, above game. She's a local in Stonehorn. She just happens to own that Sparrow.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go get something to eat and maybe get a little rest. And if I see her there, I'll say hello and check in with Jack and a few others.
She'll probably be up at the tavern like everybody else. The fights are on tonight.
Fights? Oh, is that what was on the TV thing in there?
Oh yes, the Crucible, I think is what they called it.
Oh.
I just call them the fights because we get to see Guardians throw down. It's lots of fun.
Guardians? Oh. Okay. Do they normally fight each other?
They do for sport. It only started getting broadcast, I don't know, about a year ago? We happen to be picking up on the satellite feed because we got satellites inside the base.
Interesting.
Because
if
you actually look to the top of the mountain, you would actually see that there are two large satellite dishes kind of sitting at the very summit of the mountain.
Oh.
And just to kind of feed you some ideas here, this kind of makes you believe that this underground installation might be a lot bigger than you think it is.
Okay. Well, I will go check in with Jack and see what's going on. Quick question about the satellite dishes. What are they all hooked to? I mean, they have to have some kind of big power system.
Oh, yeah. The installation basically powers everything.
Installation? There's not just the
Mr.
sun?
Allen, he just kind of puts his hands up. Yeah, I mean, what do you think we're standing in right now? What we're standing in right here was Golden Age, or at least it used to be.
Golden Age. So this place is what runs all the satellites and powers the rest of the town?
So, Mr. Allen just kind of leans up on a bench, lights up a cigar, and he goes, Jack never told you about this place, but this used to be a Golden Age military installation where they used to test something very secret.
Secret test? What did they test?
He kind of nods. It's like, well,
not much of a secret if people
he
are
has to
talking
think
about
about
the secret.
if he wants to tell you.
Is it a dangerous
So,
thing?
so I don't know the whole story, but way back in the day, well, before we even built this place, this installation used to house something remarkable. They were building something here in the Golden Age that would have been able to allow us to leave the system, to go to other worlds, and I don't understand the whole mumbo science behind it. It's a bunch of jargon, if you ask me, but it sounds like they were building something to, and he's trying to think of this, like, what's the word where you make a planet livable?
So making it habitable to live in, you're trying to terraform it?
That's the word, my boy. And he just kind of points at it, he's like, yes, terraform. So I don't quite understand it, but what I do understand is that they were trying to build a terraforming device. I don't know what happened to it, but the test results are in the chambers down below. And he said, and he kind of leans over, he's like, but if you want to go down there, you need to talk to Jack first.
Definitely. I would talk to him first before I did that. This isn't my town, but you've all been gracious enough to help me and do so much. I shall talk to him first.
He just kind of nods and just said, yeah, you want to talk to him about everything there. And he just kind of turns back over to the sparrow again. Cigar still in his mouth. He's just kind of letting it go.
Alright, thanks, Mr. Allen. I'm gonna head over and talk to Jack.
I'll come find you when it's done.
Alright. And I head toward Jack's place.
Alright, so do you knock on the door?
No, I just let myself in. No, I'm kidding. Yes, I knock on the door to be polite, because it is not my place.
You knock on the door, and you wait a brief moment, and the door kind of opens up, and you see Jack standing there. Oh, hey, you're back.
Hello, Jack.
And he kind of just opens the door and invites you in.
Walking. Yes, I...
So, did you manage to work out your sparrow business with Mr. Allen?
Yes, I did. Had to go out to the junkyard way out and encountered some of those fallen. Not much left of them now, and figure let you know. Yes,
he's looking at you with a bit of surprise. Wait. You telling me you took out a fallen squadron?
Yes.
By yourself?
There's one yelling out a bunch of stuff. I couldn't understand him, but yes.
He's looking at you with almost kind of a bit of disbelief. You
Yes.
took out a whole fallen squadron by yourself.
Yes.
He kind of looks you up and down and goes,
Didn't know I had it in me.
well,
either.
hell, son, I'm mighty impressed.
So am I to a point. But I wanted to let you know, yes, there were fallen out there, and that little group, squad, or whatever they were, they're not there. No. So they're gone.
Jack just kind of has like a slow smile that's kind of growing on his face. It goes, "Well, damn, son. I didn't expect to hear that."
But Mr. Allen, he's working. He'll let me know in a few days, probably, when he has a sparrow possibly ready for me.
Ah, well, that's good to hear then, son. And he kind of sits back and he just relaxes a bit in his chair. And
But
he goes, we haven't really seen as many fallen in the last few months. It seems to be just a tiny bit strange.
has there been a lot around here lately? And then it just kind of slowed down?
He kind of leans over in his chair and puts his hands kind of together and kind of like just interlocks his fingers together and just goes, about 6 months ago, we were seeing fallen patrols within 10 miles of the town here about 3 times a week. But in the last 2 weeks, the number's gone down to 2. Now, normally, I wouldn't pay this any mind. In fact, I think that's a good thing. But something tells me something's happening. I don't quite know what. I can't quite put my finger on it. But I feel like something's up.
Were they looking for something, and maybe did they find it?
Son, the Fallen have been here as long as I can remember. They've been here as long as I've been a boy. They've controlled this territory for as long as I can remember, and this is just our little slice of Earth over here. The fact that they started to reduce their numbers in our area here, either someone's out there kicking their butt, or they're amassing an army for something.
No, let's hope not the number 2 and keep it to they're just getting dwindled down.
Oh, I sincerely hope it's number 1, son, but I tell you, my gut says it ain't.
I don't like that.
And he's kind of covering his face a bit in his hands, but his eyes are still kind of locked on you, and he's like, yes, this is a serious concern. But I don't know where anything is going on. I don't know what's happening.
Yes. I have
anyone I've talked to that has come from the east, no one seems to know what's happening.
Maybe if I can get to Lost City, I might be able to find information and send it back to you.
DB kind of radios in your ear. Ask him about old Chicago.
Hey, do you know anything about the place called Old Chicago?
Jack kind of just leans back. He goes, yeah, it's Golden Age City in the center of the continent. It's also a massive port for the Fallen. DB, you kind of can hear it. Like, he goes, oh no.
So there's a lot
He's
of
like,
Fallen there?
Jack kind of adjusts himself in the chair. He goes, the people I've talked to that have come from the east have all said old Chicago was to be avoided. Because it's pretty much home base for the house of... Oh, what the devil was it? Was it the devils? Was it the kings?
Either
I don't know. Gold banners. That's what everyone kept saying, was they had gold banners.
So they've taken over this place. Okay.
They've had this place for a very long time, son.
The Golden Age, you referred to that word. I've heard that from Mr. Allen about this place being of the Golden Age. What did he mean by
Jack
that?
kind of sits back at that comment and goes, he's fucking talking again.
I hope I'm not getting him in trouble. I know he was being friendly in that.
He just subtly rolls his eyes, just no. That man just loves to talk tech too much.
Well, he did refer to below rooms below or something with data on it.
Jack kind of pauses for a moment and just kind of thinks about his next words. And he just leans in a little bit. The reason we built Stonehorn here is because of this installation.
So how big is it?
He's a bit hesitant to really discuss it. You can kind of see it, like he's looking a little uncomfortable, thinking about trying to, if he wants to say something. Make a perception check for me.
All right. There we go. Oh, 20.
Natural 20. Okay. You can see that he's somewhat apprehensive to tell you, but he does feel like he can trust you. But at the same time, he's nervous to let go of a secret.
Jack, if it is a problem, we don't have to talk about this.
Well,
I'm
it's
just
not
curious.
a problem per se, son. It's just, you know what? Follow me. And he stands up out of his chair and he takes you out of the building and he leads you into the facility. So you go through the entrance similar to what you did with the garage, except this time you take off to the right and you go further in. What you initially see is bunkers. Like it's a kind of a residential kind of a room area that you're looking into. There's a number of bunk beds that are in there, but they're all clean. They look like they're not really even used. They're almost brand new. As you continue into the facility, you do see that there are some labs in there too, but they're not working. They're pretty much dormant. But you do see lab equipment in these rooms, a number of glass vials and cases, and basically your normal lab equipment, but nobody's in there. The lights are turned off. You only see the silhouette of certain objects inside the laboratory. And as you continue to further venture in deeper, you come into an area that's in a large hallway and it narrows and it's about 12 feet wide and about 10 feet tall. And you walk through this tunnel for about 2 minutes. And it just goes straight into the center of the mountain. So as you're going through there, it's just a steel tunnel. It's a just pure white wall, just clean look to it. Like it's never been touched. It's pristine. So as you enter into the hallway and you come through, you come into a wide, kind of a domed size room. It's huge. But in this room, you see a number of trees. You hear a babbling brook. There is an artificial light at the top of the roof, but you can feel that it's generating natural sunlight. You can feel the UV rays on your skin. There is life inside this cave. There's fruit trees. There's a garden with vegetables. This seems unreal that this life could grow inside of a cave, inside such a deep cave that you literally walked half a mile inside of this cave, inside of a mountain to get here. This seems impossible. And Jack goes, beautiful, isn't it?
I do not have words for this, Jack. But how?
I don't understand it myself either. But what I do know is that they tested something in here. Some Golden Age technology that was supposed to help them leave the system and travel to the stars. Make a new home for ourselves. This was the result of their experimentation here. He hands you a book, a red book that's kind of sitting on a counter inside the room. Do you open the book?
Yes.
So you open the book and you flip through the first couple of pages in here, and you're just seeing mathematic formulas and just a lot of numbers and mathematic formulas that you do not understand.
I take it this is formula for whatever they created then.
Jack just kind of scoffs, like, son, I can't make heads or tails to any of this shit.
Neither can I, Jack, and I hand him back the book politely.
He puts the book back down on the counter and just kind of, he's staring off into the cave and just goes, this is why I built Zonehorn.
I could see why. It has much benefit here.
It has so many benefits that it is just the golden goose that just keeps producing golden eggs.
I can see why. How much?
We've had to take shelter in here a couple of times from the Fallen. But because we can survive in here for as long as we need to, we can outlive them.
At least you have a safe place.
He nods solemnly. He goes, we were so lucky to find this. It was incredible. He kind of pats you on the shoulder and just says, this is why we stay here. And this is why we're going to stay here.
Well, at least, like I said, you are safe. You have food. At least you have this. I bet you many others out there do not have as much luck as you all have had.
He nods knowingly. He goes, yeah, used to live out there myself.
Jack,
Lost a lot of good people to the Fallen.
yes, after dealing with them, yes, I can see why. They are not very communicative, I guess, on what they are doing.
He's kind of thinking about that one word, communicative. He goes, that's an interesting word to put it.
Yes, I know.
I've only ever known them to immediately shoot on sight.
Yes, I noticed. If I can get to the last city, I will try to send word back of what's going on for you all.
He kind of looks down at that, and he puts his hand on your shoulder again and goes, respectfully, son, I'd rather you didn't. We don't want more people here than we need. We can't take on more than we can accept.
I just would send information, not people. So you know what's going on with the Fallen, why they're dwindling in numbers. It might be a sign of hope, but yes, I agree with the army issue. I don't know if they're building one either.
Returning his attention to the Fallen, and he just kind of turns to you and goes, I can't help but shake the feeling that they are gathering. But I don't know for what. They don't know where we're here.
I'd like to keep it that way for now. Until you are all ready. I am not going to start telling people about a place, because like you said, it would overrun and it would get out of control, and then things would be back to being very, very bad.
He nods. Yeah. On that we do agree. So he kind of turns you and he starts to lead you back out. Now that he's kind of showed you what is at the heart of the facility. And you're just kind of walking and talking. And that's where we're going to end the session tonight.
Oh, good. I'm like, the next thing I've got on my mind is rest.
Yep. Well, I will say this. I'm genuinely surprised that you didn't get into combat sooner. Because you were rolling those stealth checks and everything that was happening there, you could have encountered them a lot sooner.
Yes, again.
So I'm surprised that you got as far as you did, and you managed to get one stealthily. So, hey.
Yeah, I was just... again, if I was rolling regular dice, I get like the 50-50 odd like everyone else, but like I was trying to play with my son before, and I would roll really high, and out of 20 rolls, like 3 were bad. That was it. Most of them were always high. And it was a shot in the dark, and I'm like, I don't care, this is fun. It's like, holy cow. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do next? Who am I going to target? What am I going to do? I'm like, okay, what do I have available to me? And then I'm sitting here trying to remember what question I was going to ask. And then I'm like, okay, I got questions to ask too now. And I'm just like, okay, I got to slow down, breathe. And there's probably a couple questions I'll probably think of afterwards. And I'll be
you're going to have time because you're still going to have a couple of days in Stonehorn while your Sparrow's being built. So you will have time to kind of talk with the NPCs and kind of get to know the situation around them.
Because I have questions for a few others there, so...
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, like I said, you're gonna have a couple of days, and then because you also have some glimmer there on the side too, we'll also talk about if you want to do some shopping.
Yes, I need some new apparel. I need to look pretty.
Yes, you do, because you've got nothing but your goddamn rags on still. We need to fix
those
that.
rags have got me through this far. I'm not going to wear them anymore after a point.
Yeah,
sounds like I'm going to defend them, and I'm like, nope.
We'll talk about armor here in the next session, because we'll probably have you do a little bit of shopping here in the next session, just because we didn't really get to it. I kind of wanted to do it in this session, but we just didn't have the time to do it this time around. So
I know the fight took a little longer than I even expected.
Yeah, and the thing is too, I was kind of nervous about throwing a captain at you this soon. But because of your damage output, I felt like you were gonna be fine. So
I just like what you did with the one drag at the end there. Yeah, I was sitting there thinking that too. I was like, yeah, that's it. I'm done. Just shoot him. No. No, I'm not going to be nice. Oh, you're hurt. Let me help you. Oh, the gun went off. Sorry. I don't know what happened. Oops. The sarcasm started to kick in again. Yes, I'm going to help you. No, I just don't care. Yes. Both of you guys did amazing. Oh, thank you, Kit Kat. That Dave is the one doing the most of it. I'm playing this character, trying to figure out what I'm doing. And it's fun as hell. Because technically this is really my first time fully playing a D&D campaign. Dave's doing great DMing because we're both learning it at the same time. And
this is my first time DMing a campaign, so I'm learning and I'm doing stuff as I go along here too. So
yeah, and then we will have another person joining us, and if I can convince the other one to join us, we'll see.
There's going to be more coming here in the weeks to come. So, but we'll go ahead and I think we'll end the stream here.
Yeah. So, again, it'll be next Saturday, 4 my time, 6 Dave's time. That's Midwest. I'm West Coast, so 4 o'clock my time. And then after that, like I said, I'll change the schedule up. If it doesn't show up on my Twitch channel, I'll change it there and try and fix it because it should be showing up. But right now,
yes, so we are actually doing this in a separate Discord.
mm-hmm.
If you want to, you can get you an invite into the group if you would like.
No, absolutely not. No, I'm kidding. No, you can. We'll set it up to where others can join on to it, but we'll still be doing our own sessions.
We're putting everything together, so we'll get a public Discord group fleshed out here, so we can get a group going here. So.
Oh, you have a new one? Yeah, so do I.
Okay. yeah. That's
so
fine.
do
yeah.
I.
So,
but no, I can put that. We can put that up on our. I think I could put that in my Twitch so that you can see it there. And Dave, do you have your Twitch up and running? I can't remember. I didn't see it. So do I?
I don't have it up, but no. It is twitch.tv/SpaceGhostDave if you do want to follow me. I'm not doing a whole lot of streaming at the moment, but I will probably be doing something here in the next couple of weeks. So just kind of keep an ear to the ground for that.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and keep links, and I'm going to be updating the Twitch channel. I'll be switching around some of the stuff down below on that. So, see, there you go. See, you can find him that way too. But yeah, I'm going to put the Discord.
Even though we're doing this on Matrix's channel, I am also streaming this to my channel as well. So anyone following me will also be able to see this as well.
Yeah, so you get Dave's perspective, you get my perspective. I'm trying to do other things in the side. Dave's handling the music, the sound. Mostly, I come up with my own. So the glass breaking was just me making the sound out of my mouth. I'm not making real glass break. That just doesn't work here. Although it'd be interesting, but no. And then when we get more going, you'll see more names pop up on the side of the screen, and I will be incorporating a few more things onto my channel so that Dave and I can put up personal fan art, so we'll have their name and everything. It'll be really good, Kit Kat. So it'll be fun, it'll be playful, but again, we won't respond during the session itself until we take breaks or like when we start or stop. So
yeah, and to be kind of clear, like if people are having discussions among themselves in the chat, that's one thing. When like I've got no problem if people are talking amongst themselves and anything. It's just we're not going to see what's happening in chat until we take a break. So we may go back and see some stuff if people like if we get some extra follows or something. Well, we obviously want to recognize those people for that. But
mine still comes up. It does make a sound, but it's really quiet. I'm just trying the sound out at a very quiet level. It's just to recognize all of you who have followed and who do follow. We appreciate it because, hey, we're just trying to have some fun with a new D&D session and a game I like to play. And the story that I love the background story to Destiny. It's really, there's a lot there. And I still need to catch up on that one, Dave.
Oh, there's so much like lore to honestly catch up on, but
yeah, I know. I listen to it at work when I'm doing stuff if I can, but I can't always do that, so I gotta make time. Oops, excuse me. But no, yeah, we'll set up, have the Discord, and eventually we'll have a link so that people can join. We'll figure it out and have all that set up, but the link will be down below in the thing, and I'll post
next
it up
week
there
when we're in session again, we'll talk about the schedule change. It's going to be moving to Sunday, and we'll bring up the Discord. We'll have everything kind of ready for the next time when we do this. So we'll have everything ready to go next time around.
Yeah, because you get to see these starting streams soon. See a little animated. Now these are not any of my personal. These I got off of. I forgot where I got them, but these are personally done gifts and stuff that I need to find their names because I do like their work because they are animated and they have a little bit to them and they're really nice to look at. So, and I might have things like that, and if we get fan art done of our characters, and I mean, Dave's a ghost right now, so we don't have to think too much on it. He's a ghost, he's DMing, he's there. And mine's just that guy right there. He's actually a character in Destiny 2 I play as right now, but the character you see has a little different, or is what the game can provide. My character is black hair with silver streaks in it, a few more face markings, but it's the same similar-ish hairstyle because they only have so many choices, and I'm like, see, so when we go shopping in the game, when we come back, I'm gonna shop. I make that sound so weird now. Oh, no. But yeah, dude, we're gonna get things set up.
Don't make it weird.
Too late. No, I'll take the webcam, point it down onto my dice, and just roll them for fun, just see what they do. I got my wife some tiny dice, and I didn't realize they glow. So they're purple glowing dice. They're like tiny. I was sitting here messing with them while we were playing. I'm like, did they really glow? Oh my god, they do. Didn't say anything. But yeah, I was having my fun. So I do keep an eye on chat, sorta. I only glance over and look at it once in a while, make sure nothing's, because I have to keep an eye on my stream to make sure it does stream properly. But yeah, we're Dave. Is there anything else? Anybody? KitKat, you got any other questions? Anybody else there who wants to ask a quick question? Because we're about to end here, we did a good long length of stream here today.
Yep, I mean, we started a little late, but we ended at least at a decent time here, so.
Yeah, my bad. Well, not my bad. My neighbor's bad.
Well, and life happens. I mean, we can't.
Yeah,
we can't,
moo.
Yeah.
Cows got out. A lot of cows. That was something I didn't expect. Life. Moo.
Right.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. See you next Saturday.
Thank you guys for hanging out. We appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next week.
Later. Bye.
Yeah, KitKat.
Almost did.
Can you send her a quick DM?
I don't know. I don't have her.
Hang on, I think I can get you.
Where is my Discord hiding? My Discord's hiding. I can't even see mine. Oh, because it doesn't stream. It won't let me see my number right now. I thought I turned that off so I could.
KitKat, I'm gonna add you as a friend on Twitch, and I don't have a public link for it yet.
Wait,
but I will. We'll get that next week when we get the public link for everybody going here.
Oh, yeah.
So
we can get a hold of
I've got you friended on Twitch, and then when I see, if I see you in the chat next week, just be on the lookout for that Discord link, and we'll get you in.
Yeah, and then I'll hit up Rosie too, and we can get it that way. I'll just see if she's busy dating.
Yeah. We'll get you in here at some point here, but I can't do it right away here.
Yeah, mine is not showing me all the stuff, but yeah, I'll ask Rosie, and we'll get it from there too. So we'll get a link, but we'll also have that there. See, we'll fix it. We'll figure it out. We're hammering out the details. Not literally hammer, but yeah. I'm losing my mind.
All right, well, let's end it here then.
Yep. All right. Night all.
Thank you guys for watching, and have a great night.
Bye-bye.